On today's stream, I watched Sam and Colby's brand new video, and trust me, it was one of their scariest yet, at least as far as I've seen. Now, prior to this, I'd only ever watched Sam and Colby's Conjuring series and the video I'd done with them as well, which you should go check out if you haven't already. But today, I tried watching one of their videos that I had no knowledge about prior, and to my surprise, it scared me more than any of the other ones I'd seen before. You see, they were joined by their friends KallMeKris and CelinaSpookyBoo, and they were investigating Selina's house to see whether it was truly haunted like she believed. And without spoiling too much, I think there was a definite answer. This was some of the most concrete evidence I've ever seen, and it terrified me to my core. And it reminded me of some of my own personal stories that I told alongside this as well. So if you do enjoy, please feel free to subscribe. I react to plenty of ghost sighting content all the time on my Twitch, and I use my own knowledge and stories to determine whether I think things are real or fake. So if that sounds interesting to you, then you should try and catch a stream over on Twitch. But of course, I get you might be busy, so subbing means you will never miss the uploaded VODs here when they're uploaded afterwards. Anyways, all that being said, I hope you enjoy this stream. Let's watch this video, shall we? All right, Sam and Colby investigating their friend's haunted house. Let's see. Turn this off. Cool.
What's up, guys? It's Sam and Colby. And
that's not true. That's not true. That's a fucking lie. They've already ruined it. I can't.
We're here investigating CelinaSpookyBoo's house, and
Yes?
we're just trying a new thing.
Oh, is that the lady that sleepwalks? I've just my brain just. Is that the lady that did the sleepwalking? Not Chris, this one. Selina. That's why. I was like, she looks really familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen a video with her in. Never mind, I have. I've seen her walk around her house asleep. It's very funny. Anyway.
You got the what's up guys pretty good.
That was pretty damn good.
It was pretty good.
You just need a little bit more anger, like, what's up guys, it's Sam and Colby! What's up guys, it's Sam and Colby! What's up guys?
Today we are at CelinaSpookyBoo's house. You bought this property about a year ago, and you think it's haunted. Is that correct?
Oh no, it's haunted.
Oh,
yeah,
you know
it's not
haunted.
a thing. It's not a thing anymore.
It's
I
absolutely.
mean, it looks scary. It has some scary visuals to it. Also, if you sleepwalk, the last thing you want surely is a haunted house. Imagine you just sleepwalk into like a fucking ghost. I imagine that's an inconvenience. I feel like ghosts can be an inconvenience anyway, and you know, sleepwalking into that, I feel like just mesh the two. It's pretty bad time. Oh my god, such bad hiccups. I thought you got hiccups when you I thought holding your breath cured hiccups.
What's up guys, it's Sam and Colby! What's up guys?
Today we are at CelinaSpookyBoo's
I just want to review the house again.
You bought this property about a year ago, and you think it's haunted.
That's a creepy room, creepy rug. It's a rug. The design of the rug, it's creepy. It's got this gothic, you know.
Is that correct?
That's a creepy painting of children. Children are intrinsically often creepy. Also, that's a taxidermy rabbit. Also
Oh, no, it's
creepy.
haunted.
I mean, I don't think that's a taxidermy bear. That doesn't look particularly real. That bird, however, might be.
It's
No, it's
not a
haunted.
thing.
That's a creepy gothic stairwell. Again, I feel like this is a pretty reasonable. It's a pretty reasonable, you know, place to be like, this is haunted. Especially if you collect taxidermy, which it appears she does, given all the fucking rabbits. So I'm gonna say, yeah. Don't diss the stairs. What did they do? I mean, they're cool stairs. I like the stairs. Don't mistake this as you know. But the sort of, you know, the curved accenting on these bits, and it's gothic.
It's not a thing anymore.
It's absolutely haunted.
I didn't want to live in a haunted place.
No.
So why'd you call us here specifically?
Cause who's the goddamn best? Who's the goddamn best?
Hold on, wait. Go back one thing.
Cause who's the goddamn best? Who's the goddamn best?
Oh, it is a sheep. Oh, I thought at one point they wore goat masks. I guess I just see them as the goats.
Oh, straight up.
Like and subscribe. ExploreClub.com.
The March Plug music!
Seriously, we're actually too scared to explore the forest. Forest. We haven't investigated the forest yet, and
What is that?
Coyotes?
wolves. Those are wolves or coyotes.
That's a lot of them.
Yeah, so they're gonna be in the forest. So whoever goes in there.
Oh, speaking of, let's do a little competition.
Ooh.
That is a lot of wolves and coyotes. I don't reckon that's worth investigating. I reckon that just spells danger if you do that. You know? The furries? No, they're not. I don't think they're furries on account of those masks were made clearly of latex. That's not the furry way. Furries make their shit out of fur. Real fur. You know the furry community is the main, consumer of, I can't make that rumor up. I was like, most hunting comes to fulfill the furry community's lust for fursuits because they use real fur. That's not true. I made that up. That's completely a thing I made up and not real. Furries terrify me because the Easter Bunny strangled me once. That isn't good, actually. Bro is just lying. It is fun. You should try it sometime. Anyway.
Lots of things are going on. That's a lot of
That is a
coyotes.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going in the forest.
What? Wait. Didn't you
That's
guys
crazy.
Say earlier
That was a good fucking like. Was mine good? Because I'll be honest, that was good. No. What would you mean no? I'll do another wolf howl. What am I howling at? The moon? That was good. That one was good. You can't tell me that one wasn't good. One more. Oh! See? That's incredible. That is incredible. I even added reverb that time to really sell it. That was crazy. You are not part of the pack. Stop. You're right. I'm a Sigma wolf. I'm a Sigma. I'm alone. I'm a lone wolf. Jesse likes toes. Respect. Thank you for the 19 months.
It's been so long.
Obviously, the respect comes from the 19 months, by the way.
This is like the most haunted spot.
Yeah, it's more evil in the woods. The house is not as evil in the woods.
So we have to go to...
That's just the Conjuring house.
And that's where you're going.
They say the woods is the most negative part, so I think at least one of us has to go out there. You want to do a little competition?
No, because on account of the wolves. I don't reckon they should. I reckon that's just... Sometimes these boys will do something that I'm just like, that's just... You're just putting yourself in danger there. What am I howling at? The moon? Why have you... What's with this? With the fingernails? That just seems dangerous.
What's the competition?
Oh, okay. You set this up well.
What did he bust? What?
What's the competition?
Oh, okay. You set this up well.
What happened there? What happened? They didn't even... Why are they holding their noses? Because nose goes. Last to touch their nose goes. But also... They didn't do rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, okay.
Like, none of them throw a sign at the end. Colby does gun? He throws a gun, I think? And then Sam bust. He used fucking an evil busting spell on him. He bust.
So this morning we were racing some ATVs, so what if we do an ATV race?
You're going down.
All right. First one to the
This isn't ghosts.
scary ass cabin and back wins. Loser has to be in the forest alone.
What? Okay.
But there was a problem.
No.
You don't have a second?
This is the one.
I'm sorry if I overpromised.
What are we rock?
You don't have a second cart? What are you, like, poor? They aren't saying that. I feel like, as their friend, I must express that they actually love poor people. Probably. They never outwardly said it, but I can only imagine that they do. I'm just gonna shut up.
For?
It's the ATV. What?
What the fuck? No! 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3.
No, 2 out of 3s.
Okay, this is not fair at all, but I guess we're going.
I'll give you a 3-second head start.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like, that didn't feel like 3 seconds. Oh yeah, Colby's losing, bro.
I went to the wrong cabin.
God, oh my God! Going around this scary ass cabin.
There's a mosquito in my nose. Okay. Okay.
He's way behind.
Yeah, he's lost, mate.
We're going down the forest tonight.
I'll almost there, guys. won!
You won?
I won.
You think you won?
The finish line was right there.
Yeah. Vote in the comments who won that one, dude. Stay till the end of the video, and Colby's going to the scary woods alone.
Well, I guess we'll stay to the end of the video then. On account of Colby will be going to the scary woods alone. Anyway, let's carry on watching.
Basically, she just said, this is the scariest part when you get to that last of the tour. When she said that, I was looking right at those candles, and there was like a little thing. I thought someone was sitting there, but no one was sitting there. So we're just not going to talk about it.
Oh, we'll circle around there. But
it was probably my mind playing tricks on me, right, guys? This place is not...
Have I told you guys? Oh my, that just reminded me. I watching these videos always reminds me of things. Did I tell you guys the story of the other day? I saw an evil presence. I've never seen anything, but I saw an evil presence, right? Right? I was laying in bed. I'm laying in bed, right? I'm watching a YouTube video on my phone. I'm very tired. I'm about to fall, I'm not about to fall asleep in the sense that I am still, my eyes are open and I'm watching the video, but like I'm tired, right? Which does mean this could have been the beginning of like me being half asleep. So take it with a grain of salt, but it was weird. Now, as you know, I have a funny feeling about this apartment, right? We did the thing with the REM pod on stream and it was weird, and I've done the spirit box on stream and all that. But and then the other day, I haven't told you guys about this, my hallway light started flickering really weirdly. It was like it would flicker. And it was weird. And I was like, that's strange. And then right, so it flickered for a day, but I was like, I'll probably want like the bulbs are going or something, or there's like an electrical fault, whatever. Weird, right? Weird flickering lights. Don't think it's a bit strange, but you know, it happens. I go to bed the night of the flickering, or like it was like flickering for like 2 days, and it was on the last night, I think. I go to bed, right? I'm just laying in bed watching a normal ass video, right? And then all of a sudden, and I mean it, like I see visually, like something like kind of like here, like lunge towards me. Like it looked like a man just lunged towards me. And I went, and for some reason, I got this overwhelming sense of I have like that it wasn't just like a hallucination. Like it felt, I don't know how to explain, it just felt real. Like you know, like FNAF 2 Foxy or like FNAF 2 Bonnie. Like yeah, actually, you know what? FNAF 2 Bonnie. Let me pull up FNAF 2 Bonnie jump scare. FNAF 2 Bonnie jump scare. This one, Toy Bonnie jump scare. It was like this. It was genuinely like this happened. Like that happened, but in real life to me, right? And I just got this weird feeling that it wasn't just a hallucination, but it was like something, you know? And not only that, there's something that had been fucking with my lights. And I remember just saying out loud as it happened, I just said out loud, I saw you. And I just thought it was a really weird thing for me to I didn't get scared or anything. I just went, I saw you. And then I went back, and then I went to sleep. But it was weird. It was weird, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like delusional and nothing. I just was half asleep, and me saying I saw you is just evidence of me being a bit mental. But it was weird, man. All I got from this is that he doesn't sleep in his gaming chair. I mean, I have slept in it.
I'm pretty sure I've seen ghosts, but they're pretty chill NGL.
No, the one, and the thing is, that lines up as well, because the one in my house I don't think likes me. Remember when we were on the spirit box and it was like, fuck you, fuck off? Like, I don't think whatever's in my house, you know, likes me. Ghost indie head. Oh yeah, no, it was all in the head. All in the head. It could be though. It was weird, man. You're in bro's space. Bro's in my space. I'm the first person to ever live here. No one could have possibly like lived and died here. I'm the first person to ever live in this house. It got freshly made and then I moved in. Meaning that, you know, it's my house. Such a Jack move to say, I saw you. That it just felt correct. Jack, bro could have died on the land. No one's ever died in Brighton. Anyway, let's carry on watching. Shall we? Turn the music off.
No! This place is haunted?
Welcome to my humble abode. Come on.
Wait, what? I thought we were just hanging out.
Videos?
Over here we have the bar area where,
yes.
where you can have some spirits.
He's doing like a thumbnail face, like a fucking. He's doing the Tommy in it fucking 1000% funnier mod video thumbnail face. I didn't realize people actually laughed that way. I thought only Tommy in it was capable of pulling that for thumbnails. You learn something new every day. Also, I've recently, my parents bought me a bar like that for Christmas, and I'm very happy about it. I need to go move it into my apartment after the stream. Actually, it's sat just outside. Hi, Jack. Can you say, hi, Toby? I had a really bad day at school today. Hi, Toby. I hope your day improves from here. Anyway.
Last night, we were right here.
Yeah.
Buster Boo just fucking opened up.
How does it even open? It takes a lot.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of
Colby and I were shook. We were like,
You were shook.
we just watched it open so slowly.
instant
And
thumbnail
it's
face.
tight. Yeah.
Why does my forehead have so many creases? I know his is hidden by a fringe, but his doesn't have any creases. And these guys they have a few years on me. What? Why do I have so many fucking lines in my... Look at that. I mean, that is just crazy. I'm 21 years of age. I shouldn't be having pure lines like that. I mean, I don't do lines. Pause. Guys, I don't do lines. I mean, like, in my head. Guys, let's come on now. Let's think about this. I don't know, man. I don't think it's fair that I look like this. I don't think it's fair at all. Sorry. I had the jump up.
That's a nightmare.
Do you moisturize? Daily. Daily I moisturize. I haven't done today because I'm having a late shower today because I had a boxing session just before this and I didn't get a chance. Drinking alcohol accelerates the aging process. If you just call me a drunk, you're like, if you drink, it's gonna, accelerate that aging, buddy. I don't drink that much. Yeah. Why have you just said Amazon boxes? What? No, I had boxing. You aren't a drunk. I'm not. What? Is one of your eyes higher than the... Bro, why would you say that to me? It is, but why would you acknowledge it? Yes, one of my eyes is higher at my head than the other. And it's actually quite noticeable. It's not even like a little bit. Like, I'm holding my head. Also, my jaw leans a particular way, but that's not as obvious, but... You see what I mean? It's not right. It's not right the way it is. Emily and Nicole, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate you very much. Now I'm going to notice it forever. Well, I have to, so now you do as well. I look like that guy from that meme was like, don't ever buy no weed from the gas station, bro. I look like that. I look like that if he was a real person.
It's a nightmare face.
Chris, don't turn around. But there's two
Glowing eyes.
creatures.
I don't find this very funny. There's nothing funny about sounding British. Absolutely nothing funny about sounding. One, there's something very. One, I sound Scottish now. Two, there's something very funny about sounding. All right, because it's fucking weird. It's weird. I'm gonna say that now. Sounding is weird. I should have grabbed the water before starting the stream. What are you Scottish? Well, accidentally, I slipped up on my accent. So now, you know what? Recently, I figured out that I can do quite a good South African accent, or at least I think it is. I used there's a video that will release in a matter of days in which I do a South African accent, and I thought actually that's not very bad. Or I thought it wasn't, but I'm also just doing my dentist. My dentist talks like this. It's a very, very thick one, but at least I think I'm just doing an impression of my dentist, who is South African. So I mean, maybe all right, maybe it's not a good South African accent, but it is a very good impression of my dentist. There it is. Your dentist is actually French. He's not. I would know that. Did you have a good time at the Sidemen shoot? I did. I had a lovely time. It was very fun to meet everybody. Tell us about the South. You don't sound South African. I thought that was how it sounded. There's no way you're a real person. I like to think I'm a real person. I like to feel. I like to think I'm real. You've hurt my feelings. Can you tell by the resounding silence that I'm just watching.
This house is kind of, not a portal, but like a lighthouse. It was a swamp for a really long time, and the town that neighbors this literally used this land to get rid of the stuff that they didn't want, and it was kind of where people sunk their secrets. So a motorcycle gang who runs out of our town. And
Hells Angels.
This was an area where they went to put their crime to rest.
Put the bodies in the... Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit.
I was actually... He said put the bodies in a way that I was like, it sounded like let the bodies... And then, you know... Paul mentioned... Well, here we are again! It's always such a pleasure! Your pupils look like a ghost pupil? What? Oh, no, a goat's pupil. No, they don't. Goats have square pupils.
It was their garbage, it was, you know, broken farm equipment, maybe even people, but they brought a lot of things out here, and it wasn't until the 70s that they filled it so they could actually create farmland.
Was this like an indigenous land at one point as well?
Yeah, when we did historical research on the property, it seemed like this area in specific was very, very much an indigenous hunting ground. They know there's burial grounds around here, but they just don't know where they are, because a lot of traveling went through this area, so as people passed away, they just kind of buried them on their way.
Oh my God.
So do you personally believe that there are bodies here? Wait, hold on. Chris is like, definitely.
Dude, this place is so haunted. I'm not even.
I am very... You know, I always wondered... Because, so my parents, when I was growing up, lived in a brand new house. Like, brand new. And it was originally just a massive, great fuck-off field that got turned into, like, a housing estate. And I always thought about, like... What's the odds that there's dead shit buried here? Or, like, dead people or whatever? And them... And I'm still never convinced fully that it wasn't. Why was it... Why... It's very rare to get that much unused land in a place like that. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah. Interesting though. So fucking... Not only is it fucking native land that might be like a burial ground for natives, it also looks like it's where murder victims were dumped. Which, admittedly, I feel like the Native American sort of stuff is less concerning. If it was just like a hunting ground and they sort of buried their dead along the way, you know, the sort of thing is, right, that like the sort of thing people say is that ghosts really come from people who aren't fully at rest. Like no one who's fully at rest is sort of wandering Earth as a ghost, right? So like you'd imagine if someone was just buried peacefully, it'd be fine. But I feel like the murder victims of the Hells Angels might be the people that are sort of still sort of, you know, wandering around, because I feel like that's when you got that sort of unfinished business vengeance type shtick going on, you know?
I'm gonna talk about it. I'll let her talk about it.
Well, I had a photo shoot here, and there was a woman who didn't know anything about me, didn't know about any ghost hunting, and apparently she could like smell bodies, like even really old bodies. We were in this area, and she just goes, "There are bodies right here in this area," and she was an indigenous woman.
That is that supposedly a thing? Sorry, that threw me off. I'm like, wait, death lingers? Yeah, but can you? They're called blood. I heard of a woman like that. They're called bloodhounds. Yeah, well, one, how does she know what bodies smell like? Two, also when she finished off with she was an indigenous woman. I get that's the tie to it being indigenous ground, but. Is that like supposed to be a thing that like some indigenous people can smell the sort of the when there's been dead indigenous people? Is that what that implies? That's a crazy power. Is that fair enough? Google it. Oh yeah. Bloodhounds. Someone said indigenous. Not Bloodhound, the dog. No, this is all like bloodhound dog
Everyone
stuff.
keeps talking about how one eye is higher on your face than the other. But no one talks about how horrifying people would actually look if their faces were perfectly
No, I think I'd
symmetrical
look
on
really
either side.
handsome. That's what the face maxing subreddits tell me. I'm not seeing anything about it. I've tried doing a little bit of Googling them, but I can't find anything on sort of smelling corpses. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
To the library, an interesting space for once I tried to fall asleep on the mattress right here.
This is where we did the Estes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you guys sit there and learn about evil dudes?
Yeah, I fell asleep here and I thought my
Wait,
dog
learn about evil dudes? What does that mean?
was up here breathing.
Yeah.
But then I remembered I put her to bed, so somebody was just laying above me breathing.
I do that to people.
This is where things are heard
What?
and seen, and I got told that this spiral staircase, all spiral staircases are a portal. They create a portal.
So what did you guys find?
I reckon that's a far fetch. I reckon spiral staircases don't all create a portal. This is where I'm gonna disagree with Celina here. I'm gonna go as far as to say probably not. Because at the end of the day, they are just stairs. I don't think they hold that sort of significance. That's just me though. I mean, you're allowed to believe what you believe.
Find out during Estes.
It's a creepy staircase. I reckon that staircase might be one, but that's completely to do with the aesthetic of that staircase
Not
specifically.
saying you aren't handsome. Literally have the face of a model. However, I've heard it looks pretty freaky when both sides of your face are the same.
Thank you. Sorry.
Found out that there's multiple spirits here and in the property. We talked to spirits that were supposedly in the forest.
Negative stuff?
Negative stuff.
Towards you guys.
Just in general saying something negative happened to them.
Yeah.
And that they're underground in the forest.
And then they were trapped here.
Colby's going.
Sounds like murder victim to a trap.
Yeah, where Colby's going!
I have never been in the woods at night except for one time.
We went outside like to do investigation, but we didn't go to the woods
Not in
yet.
the woods.
So
Maybe tonight?
Damn. Again, that just sounds sensible to me. I for one, wouldn't be going there.
When you go out here at night and you go into the woods, it's almost like you get tinnitus in your ears. Like there's a ringing. Like you can feel eyes on you. And I remember that.
I just have tinnitus anyway, so I feel like I would just go out there and be like, yes.
This one woman told me, she's like, just never whistle or hum in the woods. Like, never sing in the woods at night or he'll get closer.
Who?
That's
Who? Who's he?
Eyes on you. And I remember this one woman told me, she's like, just never whistle or hum in the woods. Like, never sing in the woods at night or he'll get closer.
What does that mean? Who's he? The killer? Could be. Could be the killer. Was it Wendy Williams? Was Wendy Williams the woman who said that? She went, don't go out of the woods and sing at night or the killer will get you. That's my impression of Wendy Williams. I hope that was good. I feel like I smashed it, really. Could be Jack Manifold. No. I wouldn't be out there because I'm here doing my job.
That's so ominous.
I don't want to feel afraid to like go out into the woods. Like I want to be able to walk the property no matter what it is. And my biggest fear is like accidentally sleepwalking outside and like being in the woods in the middle of the night. Can you imagine how terrifying that is?
McNugget, thank you for the prime. Appreciate you very much. 10 minutes to spare till the top of the hour ad. A timely subscription.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time too, like negative entities, things like that can be tied to sleepwalking. I don't want to end up out there. Up the street.
Is that true? Is that a thing? I never knew that before.
We're gonna go up the portal. Now, I'm glad you put that in my mind, because now every time I go up, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm, summoning something.
You just come out in 1942.
sorry.
What's wrong?
There's so many mosquitoes outside.
Are they in your goddamn pants?
They got
What was that accent? That was not British.
What's wrong?
There's so many mosquitoes outside.
Are they in your goddamn pants?
Chris went a bit British and he went, are they in your goddamn pants? Just slightly Scottish, I think.
Sorry.
What's wrong?
There's so many mosquitoes outside.
Are they in your goddamn pants?
Are they in your goddamn pants? Interesting.
They got through my pants.
Oh, Jesus.
She's got just some special beans in her pants.
First green eyes made
The people who lived here.
late but happy.
Yo!
Laughing face.
Appreciate it. Thank you for being here, Corbin. Lovely to see you again.
Wouldn't leave. So we fell in love with the property and we were like, we had to have this. When we came in, they were here and they go, hey, how are you? And I'm like, good.
Minty mint mint.
Hi.
Good name. Thank you for the 3 months.
And they looked at me and they went, don't worry, it's not haunted.
And they didn't know who you were.
They had no idea who I was.
What?
When we came in, they were here. And they go, hey, how are you? And I'm like, good. And they looked at me and they went, don't worry, it's not haunted.
And they didn't know who you were.
They had no idea who I was.
I feel like this house just has a creepy aesthetic, though. I feel like if you were selling a house like this that has these sort of gothic stairways and stuff like that, especially in America where that's less common, I feel like you would jokingly say, oh, don't worry, it's not haunted. I don't feel like that's any evidence that the place is haunted or that there's rumors. You know, I think that's just purely based off the aesthetic of the place. If I was trying to sell a place like that, I'd probably joke the same way. I don't feel like that's like them saying that and being like, oh, isn't it weird they said that? I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Why would you ever say that?
Who says that? Oh.
People with gothic homes they're trying to sell in America, I feel like.
Who's in there?
That's what Chris heard.
Oh, yeah, that's what we heard when we were filming my YouTube video last time we were here, and there's nobody out here.
No, she's like, hello? We literally thought it was a person, and she opened it.
Yeah, I did the white thing.
Hello?
People roast me in the comments for always saying that. It is what you gotta
It's
do.
a reflex. What are you gonna say, goodbye?
I don't say that, though, if I even think there's a real person there. You
Just
know?
ignore them.
Yeah, what? Right, guys, you know when your door knocks, do you shout to the door to like let them know that you go, coming? I eventually arrive at the door. They must have faith that I'm coming, all right? Like, I don't like, you know, I don't think I have a response to go, hello, just a sec. Like, I feel like they knock and I go, okay, I'm going to put down what I'm doing as promptly as I can and go and answer the door. Like, that's what I'm going to do every time. Depends if it's sometimes like, if the person is impatient. The only time I will ever respond is if if it's someone I definitely know and they're knocking a bunch, I go, fucking hell, give me a minute. And then I make them wait a sec just because they've upset me. It's the only time I'll ever shout at the door. You know, and it has to be like, there's only certain people I'll do that to, but, you know.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna be like, hello?
Actually, no, he does that. I'll knock on your door sometimes, and you just start.
I'm just like, if I'm quiet, he'll go away.
Why the fuck you do that to me?
Wait. Is there some drama between you guys?
Yeah, we're kind of fucking pissed at each other, actually.
Yeah.
Wait.
The Conjuring House shit?
Oh my god, yeah, for real. No, it was real beef. I was gonna say they had beef in the Conjuring House series. They're not over that. It's actually ruined their relationship. Guys. Oh no, God, that isn't good. Oh, that's bad. Oh no. They're probably gonna split up and they're probably each of them is gonna look for a new ghost hunting partner. Damn. Oh, I would hate if one of them reached out to me.
Pissed.
Are you guys okay?
I was sipping tea. I honestly thought she was like mimicking smoking a weed. Look at that.
Pissed.
That's smoking weed, bro. That's taking a... That is not sipping tea. That would be... The tea would be to the side. That's weed, man. That's smoking a weed. That's... You know, tea's to the side because the handle's to the side. That's not tea. You don't put your fingers to your lips. How would you know? I may not be a drug user, but I'm not naive. I know how drugs work. Chris got a hand on the funny sticks. Hell yeah.
Are you guys okay?
It's all right.
Okay.
I just lost a race. I lose everything.
Speaking of races, let's go.
Yeah, and if you're tired from your race.
What?
That was the worst segue.
What?
Holy.
This is Colby. It's so cute and it's fluffy. And it's a little bit scary, but in a cute way.
You think he's always angry?
Yeah.
I'm just pissed, but I'm also fluffy as shit.
Pissed and fluffy. I'm Colby Brock.
What?
I'd say some would describe me as fluffy. Yeah, that's true. I think, and not in texture, but in demeanor. You know, I don't have a fluffy texture. I'm actually relatively smooth. I'm very streamlined, even up here. But I'd say definitely I'm fluffy in nature. You know, I think that's what the fluff. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry if that's too open. I think that's true.
The hell?
That is not right. I'm so sorry.
Dude, that looks.
Mate, that looks so real. I honestly thought when Chris hit his head, I was like, oh fuck, oh that's actually really mean. No, it's not real.
So goddamn real.
Killed one of the coyotes that was outside.
Why is she scared of ghosts then? If you can fucking take on coyotes and fucking skin them like that, then you are sound, mate. You do not need to worry about ghosts ever.
Lilith?
She passed away under natural circumstances in British Columbia.
Anyway,
Pardon? That's a real taxidermy. Oh, that's actually was real once. That was real. That is a taxidermy.
What the hell?
That is no way. I'm so sorry.
Now I feel bad. Like, I never know how I feel about taxidermy. Because it's not the body. So a taxidermy, for those of you who don't know, isn't the body of an animal, but you skin it and you take its fur and then you put its fur on like a sort of like structure or like a plush in this instance, I guess, which I didn't know you could do. And you like, it looks real, but I find it really off-putting. I don't know how I feel about it because like, I don't know. I don't have a problem with other people having it. I just don't know how I feel, you know?
That looks so goddamn real.
Killed one of the coyotes that was outside.
This is Lilith.
Lilith?
She passed away under natural circumstances in British Columbia.
anyway.
Well, assuming that's not just a bit when she says that. I mean, maybe it's a bit. Like, maybe she's saying, like, oh, she passed away of natural circumstances to, you know, offset the killing the coyote thing. But also, I don't know.
This is the loft. This is where...
There's been lots of taxidermy around the house. It's not a dead animal so much as it's just like the hide of a dead animal, you know? Like, you know, that it's not actually the animal, it's just its hide, which is, you know, better, I like to think.
Where a lot of strange thing happens. You can see these candles that just turn on and off on their own.
Yeah, you got a lot of collectibles.
Just look at all the Twilight stuff.
Yes, Selena tends to collect pictures of dead people that she doesn't know.
Is that Jacob
Just
shirtless?
did a blinker and am now going non-verbal.
That's a crazy donation, bro. Just did a blinker and now going non-verbal. that happened. I've witnessed only once in my life. I'm not a marijuana guy, right? I don't have, look, people can do what they want. You know, I don't advocate doing any drugs in places where they're illegal or drug abuse, but in places you can recreationally use it legally. That's your prerogative. And I was once in one of the states in America where recreational marijuana use is legal. And although I didn't indulge, a friend of mine did. And they took an edible for the first time and drank a lot of alcohol. Now, I don't know if you know what that's called. That's called being crossfaded. That, from what I understand, is not a good time. They went numb. Like they thought they thought their drink was spiked, and we like had to call them a fucking ambulance and shit. Only for the ambulance to get there and be like, "Oh, you're just super high. You're good." But like they couldn't even speak. The ambulance workers were asking questions. They were struggling. Like it was bad. You should not mix things ever. But yeah, they did, and it was yeah, bless them, man. That was a terrible, terrible time. Do not mix. Never mix. Anyway.
Stop.
Is it Jacob shirtless doll?
Hey, we don't... It's fine. Like,
See, not my type.
Just
I like my man to look like how I feel inside, dead. You know what I mean?
are you okay, sweetheart?
No.
Is that why you almost hooked up with Michael at the Crescent Hotel?
You can do anything for Michael. Yeah.
I can do whatever Michael wants.
I don't know. I'm starting to realize why this place might be haunted.
How many Ouija boards do you have?
Yeah, to be fair, if you start saying things like that, then all the dead people are going to show up like, hey, what's going on here? Like, you know, I feel that encourages them. That encourages them.
In the house is the total of 48 Ouija boards.
40?
I wonder why it might be haunted.
And I have over 10,000 photos of deceased people.
You can't.
That's weird, I think. I'm going to interject there. I think that might be over the line. I have never seen... I think I've seen a picture of a body, actually. I've never seen a dead person. I don't think I want to. I spoke about this with someone the other day. Maybe it was on the stream. It's a very morbid thing, but I was saying how I think that if I were to... Yeah, I'm just going to move the sub count because it's just wrong. It's going to start doing my head in. I think if I were to see a dead body, like, in real life, it would change my worldview forever. Or if I was like to witness someone. I was on the tube, I remember. I saw someone on the tube, right? On the tube, go... If you don't know what the tube is, it's a big, fast underground train in London. And I saw someone go from one of the carriages to the other whilst it was moving. It moves quick. And they just opened the door, went temporarily outside on the connecting part between the two trains, and then went into the other one. You could fall and die. And you would die instantly if you were to fall, right? And I heard of a story of a lady doing that. And what happened was the wind, because it's so strong, slammed the door right in her face. It hit her in the head, and she narrowly got into the other carriage before it knocked her off balance, and she fell and died, right? I was like, that's so fucking scary, right? And I was like, I watched that happen, and I'm like, she could have totally died, and I would have just seen that, and then I would have just witnessed a horrific death, and I'd have to go through the rest of my life having witnessed that horrific death. And I was thinking about how I think if I witnessed death, it would change my world forever. Because I've known people that have died, right? But I feel like when I've witnessed people die, what has happened is I've seen them for the last time, not knowing it was going to be the last time. We've hung out, and then I haven't seen, and then they've died before I saw them next. So like the animal part of my brain is just kind of in this position where it's like, I just haven't seen that person in a very long time. You know? Like, they are a person I saw last this time, and I haven't seen them again yet. Or even though I can consciously recognize I will never see them again, like there's like an animal part of your brain that doesn't understand like concepts. And it's like, all it understands is, I saw this person and now I haven't. And I feel like if I was to see death, like if I was to witness the moment in which someone was there and then they're gone, I feel like it would change my world. Like, I feel like that, like recognizing that like death is, I think it would just like shatter my, I don't know how I'd handle it. So I was like really freaked out at the fact that this lady could have died in front of me. Because yeah, it like...
Once got on a completely empty tube. Pretty odd.
That is weird. That must have been really eerie. Also, apparently Celina collects photos of people when they were alive, not after they're dead, which is better. But yeah, I think that would freak me out.
Can't blame anybody but yourself.
But yeah, we felt a negative spirit up here. There was like a spirit looming over the REM pod for a long time. Also, the music box was going off like crazy.
And this is where like your
Weirdly
whole
enough,
candle...
I was the one to find 3 of 4 of my deceased grandparents after they passed. One I was there during. It definitely has been impactful in a negative way for me. It felt like my whole worldview changed.
This is what I mean.
Time.
I think it must be like the most intensely world-shattering thing you could possibly ever witness. Like, honestly, the only thing I can liken it to as of right now is when I was with Sam and Colby, and no, actually, no, that one was pretty big. The first time I ever considered that ghosts might be real, because I genuinely didn't think they were, was watching the ghost streams and then hearing that voice on stream and it being captured on stream. That was the first time that felt worldview shattering. Like, that was like, oh my God, a disembodied voice has just been heard. I've just heard a disembodied voice and the internet heard it too. It was real. Like, that wasn't just me hallucinating. I can say with evidence that that was something that actually happened. And like, that just like, absolutely, I was like, oh my God, that's just world shattering. Like, that was a thing that happened. And I feel like that's the only thing I can liken it to. It must be terrifying.
The moment happened.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. Yes. All the way throughout our house has just been candles that turn on and off, and it's fucking weird.
It's so inconsistent too.
All night.
A
Gizmorio.
little morbid, but it's weird. I saw my grandmother deceased in her chair in September, and watched my grandpa pass after a stroke just over a year before. Hardest things I've ever done.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry for bringing up such a morbid thing, but you know, ghosts and the dead kind of very interlinked. But yeah, I don't know, just fucking death is mate. It's scary. Hey, you redeem your stream streak. By the way, if you haven't redeemed a stream streak, it's time to start one today. Every stream you show up to consecutively, you can redeem the stream streak thing. and start a streak, proving to me that you are one of my most loyal viewers. So if you haven't done it already, do it.
Every night.
Also, top of the hour ad. I don't think I've forgotten it. I know we're slightly over the hour, but it will be happening soon. I just want to finish this point we're on.
Every single day.
What?
Literally on live, people heard someone run up here, and I'm like, it's happening. Turn the camera around. You don't see anything, but you literally, like,
I was
you
there
hear
when my
this
sick
before.
cat passed away a year ago. Not a person, but it still haunts me to this day.
I think anything. I think seeing anything, same thing. So I completely get that. Wow, the amount of people fucking redeeming stream streak. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Someone comes across here. Like, you could hear that going back and forth, and I turned it, and they're just all like freaking out on live. So.
And you saw Taylor under this desk?
Okay, so when I'm gonna reenact what I saw.
Taylor Swift, bro.
My assistant too. He will see me, and it's not me. So there's a lot of doppelganger activity. I thought Taylor was hiding underneath the table, and I'm like, haha. And I turn around, and he's in the hallway. I need to see him, and he's like
Underneath the table?
holding onto the legs, like a big smile. And then I turned, and he's standing there.
I came up the stairs, and Taylor.
I'm gonna reenact it.
I came up the stairs, and this is what I saw.
Holy shit!
That is scary, to be fair. That is scary. That I find stories like that, like, mega hard to believe, but like I'm willing to be trustworthy here. Or sorry, willing to consider Celina trustworthy is more what I mean. Just given that I trust Sam and Colby, and this is someone they clearly trust.
And I went right by because I pretended I didn't see him because I thought he was messing with me. And I turned to go in that room, and he was walking down the hallway towards me.
No way.
Would you say this is like one of the most haunted spot in your house?
The most active. Yeah, the most active. But the one of the also the most active is right below us.
Right below us?
Is that what you saved for last?
Let's go.
Open Gangnam Style. What? Open Gangnam Style. Oh.
I was gonna fart.
I know I'm not to, but I decided not to.
We have a beautiful picture right here. Go on Instagram, at Sam and Colby.
I did see that picture. It was a very good picture. I thought it was very nicely framed.
Girls can fart?
I don't think that's possible.
Is that
What?
Here, go on Instagram, at Sam and Colby.
Girls can fart?
I don't think that's possible.
Is that what almost blew out the
We lay
candle?
eggs.
Sam and Colby.
Where did that I also agree. I don't think that happens. But why was that said? That's what I don't get. Why did Colby just say that?
I decided not to.
We have a beautiful picture right here. Go on Instagram, at Sam and Colby.
Girls can fart?
When was farts mentioned? Am I stupid?
Oh!
I was gonna fart.
I know I'm not.
Oh, there. I was gonna fart. Sure, I misheard the first time.
But I decided not to.
We have a beautiful picture right here. Go on Instagram, at Sam and Colby.
Girls can fart?
I don't think that's possible.
Is that what
Absolutely
We
not.
lay eggs.
I'm really fucking uncomfortable.
Wait, you didn't know girls had eggs? Oh my.
Be honest.
Do that.
Oh my god!
What? What? She laid an egg. Wait.
Do that.
Oh my god!
What? I did not know that girls laid. Let me text my girlfriend. I'm gonna call her actually. No. I think she's out actually. I won't make her.
Hello, I am RLYSRY, but I need to stop subscribing due to financial reasons. But as I purchased the 6-month sub, at EILLEMD the 16th of February.
Hello. Well, that's fine. Thank you for your 23 months. I appreciate that not everyone has the finances to sub forever, so thank you for your time. It's been a brave service.
You didn't know that?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Can you teach me? That's fucking sick.
Oh, never mind. I've received a text back. What? She put, who told you that, honey? I mean, we do, but... And then I'm awaiting your next text. Girls, not pregnant ones. So, like, breakfast ones. Why have none of you told me? Most of you are women. According to my analytics. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm getting a response on whether it's breakfast ones. It's private, dude. Well, they just aired it on Sam and Colby. These guys get hella views. Not necessarily like breakfast ones. What? They're not big enough to eat, I don't think. So how big are girl eggs? Strange. This is very strange.
That was great.
See that coming?
Not at all. Where'd you get the
She
egg?
literally put eggs in her fanny pack like hours ago.
Why?
Honestly, worth it.
That, I respect the preparation for that bit. Putting eggs on your person so you can do that is great. However, there's finally been a pause, so guess what, guys? It's time for the top of the hour ad. You know what it means. I don't have to explain it to you, but I'm going to do anyway for any of you who are new. Whichever you are, feel free to follow there. Either way, top of the hour ad is an ad I run for 1 minute at the top of every hour on this damn stream because I ask that every single viewer who watches supports the stream in some way, shape, or form. Now, I understand that not everybody has the financial means to subscribe, donate, whatever, and I completely get that, and there is absolutely no pressure to. Watching the ad is more than enough, and it still supports me. That's why I ask that you at least do that. However, if you hate ads, you would rather not be inconvenienced by them for the next 30 days, then you can support me even more by subscribing for the low price of $4.99 to receive 30 days of ad-free viewing on this stream, no pre-rolls, no mid-rolls, a bunch of custom emotes, and a custom role on the Discord server, as well as my undying respect. And all of this can be unlocked for cheaper, just like Abby28 just did. Thank you, by the way. By clicking subscribe and checking the Prime option and then hitting subscribe again, or hitting the confirm button, because that will subscribe you with Prime, meaning it is absolutely free. Go click subscribe now, see if you have a Prime available. People forget them all the time, including myself. You might as well check, just like Ted O just did, because you might have a Prime you're not using. At the end of the day, that is mean and evil, because you could be giving me money and you're choosing not to, and also you could be helping yourself out by not watching any ads. Anyway, that's my pitch. I'm going to grab some water in the meantime. I'll let you watch some baby sensory videos as I do, and I'll see you all in a few minutes. Mail boy, you just got in. Congratulations. Kung Fu Panda 4? I haven't even watched 2. I haven't even watched 3 yet. I watched 2. All right, wait. Actually, no. Over the ad, we're watching the Kung Fu Panda 4. Actually, no. After the ad, we'll watch it because it's 2 minutes long, so it'll go over the thing anyway. I'm going to give you baby sensory videos, and then we'll watch the Kung Fu Panda 4 trailer. That's dog sensory videos. Actually, do you want baby sensory or dog sensory videos now? I've accidentally searched for the dog ones. Be serious. You can have either, but you've got to pick. Jack Bark and I will sub. I bet I expect some money now. Dog sensory videos. All right. Cool. TV for dogs. This is TV for dogs. I hope you enjoy it. Are you ready? All right. I'm going to run the ad and then we'll be back and we'll watch the trailer before carrying on with Sam and Colby. Guys, I'll see you all in 1 minute's time. The ad is now running. See you. Guys, stop saying these don't look like dogs. Dog sensory videos doesn't mean the subject of the video is dogs. It means it's videos made for dogs. How? Yes, it's sheeps, because dogs, like, it's like the baby sensory videos. It's like going, that's not babies, that's fruits. Yes. It's not made for, it's made for babies. It's not containing babies. It's obviously sheeps. Anyway, Kung Fu Panda 4 trailer to watch. And then we'll get back on with, you know, Sam and Colby. Hold on. It looks like Pooh's evil now. Evil Pooh. Which is strange. How did Pooh become evil? That's what I want to know. The first movie was huge. And I feel like they always make fucking, you know, sequels and that. Like, to, like, fucking any popular movie.
Oh, I look orange. I didn't touch it.
Orange.
But, like, although they rush to make sequels because they're cash grabs, but I feel like Kung Fu Panda, like, genuinely, every time they've done a sequel, it's been a good while, and I feel like it's always had a pretty good standalone story. Again, I haven't seen the third, but I'm pretty sure people reviewed it pretty well. Like, I feel like they always take their time, and it actually feels like they're doing a sequel, not just for the sake of doing a sequel, but because, you know, I like that. Like, I like that a lot. I think it's so easy to make shit kids films because people will ultimately consume them. But like they didn't shit out 4 Kung Fu Panda movies in like 4 years when it was really popular and anyone went to the cinemas to watch it. Like all the people that grew up with Kung Fu Panda now are like my age. Like when was the Kung Fu Panda came out when I was like fucking 8. Like I remember my friend having the Xbox game when I was growing up. Yeah, 2008 came out when I was 6. You know what I mean? Like I just, you know, and then it was 2011, 2016, and now 2024. Like, I feel like they give it a good amount of time where this clearly isn't a cash grab to a franchise. It's actually trying to build a good series of movies. And I respect that. I really respect that a lot. It's so easy not to do that. And I respect anyone who does. Yeah, fucking hell. 6 years old when fucking Kung Fu Panda came out. When's the release date, actually? Did it say? Wait, hold on. I just want to check. Before we start back up with Sam and Colby again, I just want to check the release date. History. Nope. Wrong video. Coming soon to theaters. Doesn't say when. So it's next year, but it doesn't say. March 8th, 2024. March 8th. What do you mean, why do you drink water like that? The correct way? It's in May. I would love for it to be May, but I read March. Is it May? Hold on.
Late to stream was watching Supernatural.
Yeah, March 8th.
Does anyone else think
March
the actor
8th.
of Crowley looks a lot like James Marriott? I've asked other
No
people
idea.
and they've agreed so.
I don't know who. I've never watched Supernatural. But yeah, it's March, not May. I was really hoping it was May. I know that's going to sound ridiculous. One day maybe you'll understand. But I can't divulge why I was hoping it was May right now. However, that's fine. Wait, why? No. I just said I can't divulge.
When did the haunting start?
So, basically, Celina, creepy house, weird occurrences, women lay eggs. These are all the things we've learned so far. Collects taxidermy. Probably her whole fault that it's haunted, but there's a very active ghost, at least in that upstairs bit. That's where we left off. I know I spoke a lot, but let's carry on.
The day that we moved in, I was carrying a mirror, and I took the mirror in, I sat it against the fireplace under the goat, and as I sat it down, I just saw a man just walk past, and I thought, it's my brother, because it seemed like the same size, the same everything, and I turned around, I'm like, Joel, and then Joel walks in the front, and he's like, what? And I stay quiet. 45 minutes later, I'm standing in the kitchen. My brother goes, who just went up the stairs? And I said, who's this who? He's like, I just saw a man's legs go up the stairs. So it was all within the same moment. So it's like the second we moved in.
She Snapchat to be the same day.
Yeah. I was like,
this place is haunted, man.
I was like, oh, shit.
It's a goat!
Me! I'm literally on the wall.
It's the demon of Goman's Bridge!
Yes, don't even. I hate it. And I want you to get rid of it, Celina.
There's so much creepy shit in this house. Did you see those 3 little dolls underneath the goat head?
Yes, don't even.
What the fuck are these? They look like they could be funny if used in the right context, but right now the context is scary because this house is scary.
I hate it, and I want you to
Look at them! They are terrifying. They are terrifying. It's called interior design, Jack. You need to get a grip if you think...
get rid of it, Celina.
You can't blame anybody but yourself.
I know. Look at me. She sets this remote. Like there's mirrors and there's a mirror there. Yeah,
so this
You're setting up a vortex.
Mirrors to mirror to mirrors.
To the mirrors over there. Triple vortex.
Here's the thing. It looks cool.
It does look cool.
By the way, did you guys show that Sam can play the pump organ?
What?
It just looks like he's horribly offbeat trying to tap.
That's all I can do, okay?
You broke it.
I think we're good. No, where did that even come from?
Wait.
What?
Is that off of your pants?
That's rough. Oh, that's rough. He knocked his button off. Oh, recently I lost the toggle at the end of the string pull on my cargo pants, and that was deeply upsetting. So I feel this pain. Not my gumdrop buttons.
Leroy is the man that built the house. He was here in the beginning, and then there appears to be children up here and the woman in white. There were 3 different men who lived here between 1950 and 1970. We found all of their obituaries, and they passed away between March and June in 2021, all in their 80s and 90s.
Whoa.
Ah, that's weird. I don't think there's necessarily like any evidence that it's paranormal, but it's a weird coincidence for sure.
And the one was the builder of the house. Through like doing the Nessus method, we found out that that's Leroy, and Leroy's like the good spirit here.
Leroy's cool.
Yeah, Leroy's cool.
So a past owner of the house still haunts this house.
The man who built it, and it made sense. Because it was when we started doing renovations that he would show up. He's very protective of the property, and once he seemed to get to know us, he was very protective of us. Anytime Chris...
Oh, that's sweet. That also makes sense, right? A ghost that built the house becomes more active when you're making renovations and changing it. Like, if someone started fucking with my house, I'd probably kick up a stink too. You know?
And I, or anyone who has done stuff here, the REM pod, the everything happens.
By the way, Jack, have you seen the FNAF movie?
No, not yet. Don't start this. I will watch it because I still need to open the package they sent me. It's in my bedroom. But I've just been so busy since that movie came out. Like, I actually haven't had a break.
And this right here is where I saw the man. So I sat a mirror down right over.
The only movies I've seen since... the only movies I have had time to see since that movie dropped have been when I've been invited to film premieres. So I was invited to the FNAF one, but I was busy. So I genuinely haven't watched a single film outside of going to events. I've been too busy. Like, I mentioned this briefly on Twitter, but I am currently working on... 1, 2, 3... I've finished work on 1, so currently actively still working on okay, it was 5, but one of them's been announced. So one of them's the tour, Tommy's tour, which now has been announced, which, by the way, TommyInit.com, if tickets go on sale Friday, go check that out. I'm going to be pushing that really hard for the next while. Come join us on tour. We're going to be in pretty much we're probably going to be in a state either you're in or near you, so come see us on tour March, April time next year, TommyInit.com. So that was taking up a lot of time. And then I have 2 secret projects. I'm not even gonna... No, 3. I have 3 other secret projects that I'm not even going to discuss what they are because I don't want to spoil them until they're more ready. I don't want to tease them until they're more ready. But they all take up a lot of time behind the scenes. And then I'm also still doing videos and still trying to stream and still trying to be in other people's content. I'm so tired. But I'm loving it. I'm loving like every minute of like what I'm doing at the moment. But also, I think it's gonna be a big year next year for you guys content-wise, but also...
Wow, 27 months.
Thank you for the 27
really
months.
Long time. Do you have any movie recommendations? I just rewatched Baby Driver and it's so good.
Shutter Island is probably my favorite film ever, but I also think Whiplash is great. In terms of things that came out recently, what's the most recent film that I rated highly? Let's have a look at my letterbox. Most recent film that I rated really, really highly in my diary was Barbie. That was the last film I watched that I rated really highly. But most people have seen that. A Star Is Born I also really liked, which is one maybe less people have seen, I guess. Yeah.
over here in front of this fireplace.
Yeah.
It was one of these ones. And as I sat it down, I saw him in the mirror standing right where Chris is.
Oh, shit.
And then later on that day...
That was like a JoJo pose tier point. Look at that. Fucking Star Platinum! You can just see fucking Star Platinum rushing out of that shit.
Have you seen the FNAF movie? I am not rich enough to donate anymore.
You just did, and you just asked me that silly question.
Standing right where Chris is.
Oh, shit.
And then later on that day, my brother was over here and he saw the same man run up the stairs through the holes.
What man do you think that is?
My brother saw him down right over here in pod. The everything happens and protective of that.
Every time we take a pause, I then forget what people are talking about.
Anytime Chris and I or anyone who has done stuff here, the REM pod, the everything happens. And this right here is where I saw the man. So I sat a mirror down right over here.
Okay, so the man that on the day they moved in, she moved in, her and her brother saw.
In front of this fireplace.
Yeah.
It was one of these ones. And as I sat it down, I saw him in the mirror standing right where Chris is.
Oh, shit.
And then later on that day, my brother was over here and he saw the same man run up the stairs through the holes.
What man do you think that is?
Leroy, he's...
I don't like... oh, they think it's Leroy. Okay, interesting. So he's actually a friendly spirit, so no big deal. But also, I mean... creepy that you're seeing shit I've never heard. As I say, I think I've seen something once, and even then it was like, you know, I wouldn't say I did see something, but it was, I don't know how to explain it really. It's not like seeing a real person, like but it was like seeing something in my mind's eye rather than like it was like the time I fell asleep with my eyes open, but I don't think I was, because I was watching the video and actively paying attention. I don't think I could be asleep whilst doing that. But like, I was actively still paying attention to the video, and then like in my mind's eye, saw something. Like, that's how I describe it. It's very weird. But anyway, yeah, crazy.
He's like in his 20s or 30s.
And you think Leroy is good?
Leroy is good. He's who built this place. He died in like his 80s, or I think he was 87 or something like that. But he shows up in his younger age.
Do you feel like he's the one you talk to the most?
He seems like an umbrella who is kind of over everyone and everything. The watcher. I don't know if it's because he died the most recent. I don't know why, but
it's his house.
And I think he's really happy with what we've done.
Because this is a new
Really happy with the kitchen.
kitchen like a week ago, right?
Happy with the marbling. He likes the marbling.
Let's go. When was the last time that you guys have made contact with Leroy?
I would say about 4 weeks ago. I was laying in bed and I was laying on my side and I was looking at the door, which is right over there.
I was about to say, I don't like this stairs thing. I realize it's space efficient, but I don't like being able to see through the stairs. That would freak me out for some reason. Evil green kitchen. Green is the color of evil. Evil. But my parents also have a green kitchen. Or their kitchen, they accent all the stuff and all the bits are green.
All the doors. And
No, wait, they changed it. It's black now. Well, it used to be green.
I was just staring and it just opened.
The door just opened randomly?
Just opened. I know if it's something different, if I can't really tell what it is, I usually think it's Leroy.
Also, though, doors do open. Like, whenever people say they see doors open, it really depends on your house and, like, you know, there's a lot of factors that play into it. But, like, drafts exist, you know.
And the bathroom makes crazy noises. It's very rare, but the tub will turn on. Hasn't happened in months. Has the tub turned on for you?
No.
To hear that, like, the tap will turn on a little bit. It's just weird.
But the tub
just
is
a bit,
original
though.
to the house, correct?
Early 2000s.
Early
I would
2000s,
say.
okay,
But
okay.
again, water and electricity, like, because it's a power tub, it's water and electricity put together. So that seems to always be a conduit. This is a haunted tub.
This is a shit?
So, like, this is the button, so it has gas.
Oh, God! Wait.
That has been on a long time. So it will turn on that loud out of absolutely nowhere.
Where are the jets? And why would you possibly put your socked feet in what will be a wet bath? Now you have wet socks and there's no worse feeling on earth.
It hasn't happened
Without the water on?
with no water. Like, we have been, Adam and I were in the kitchen. So this is a strange.
And now why on earth would you do that?
We were in an argument, which is kind of rare for us.
I'm looking at chat. I know you're asking me about the FNAF movie and...
Oh, my ass is wet.
Oh, it's even... A wet ass is almost, if not worse than wet socks.
We heard something, like, what the fuck is that? So we came in here, and when I came in here to see what it was, I thought Adam followed me, like I felt him behind me, like, and I came in here and I'm like, I turned around, like, Adam, the tub's on. He wasn't there, and he never followed me into here. Whatever was here, I'm thinking was Leroy. He literally caused a distraction to kind of break up our argument.
Who's helping you out?
He's like a marriage counselor.
Oh, that's interesting. Like, oh, that is interesting. Yeah, you're arguing with someone. And fucking, yeah, wow.
He's good vibes. But like when we did the S's, we did it in the tub. I had Leroy and she had Eli. Leroy.
Oh, a deep voice just came through, and I swear it said, "This is my home."
The Watcher. They literally were talking to each other. Like we were both, and they were talking back. He's like, "I'm bad," and Leroy's like, "Don't listen to him."
You said that negative entity was Elias?
That definitely looks AI generated. Something creepy about that.
Right?
It's Eli or Elias, she said.
Okay.
My thing is, if something's negative, I try not to acknowledge it. I try not to like speak its names.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
Like for this,
Shit.
My fault.
Shit.
Colby, the more you acknowledge it, the more you feed it. You know what I mean?
So you would say this is like one of, if not the most active spot in the house?
The bathroom, like honestly, it's weird.
Sorry.
The lights.
It's active as shit.
No,
Explore cup.
What the hell?
Interesting merch plug. Jamie! Boo!
Happy 5 months, Merry Christmas.
Sorry. Thank you for the 5 months. Merry Christmas to you too.
Things fall in here that shouldn't fall. Sounds come from here. The lights turned on. Like, this is a weird spot. I don't really get it. This is a part of the old house, too. Like, the original house. The bedroom and this bathroom, that's about as big as this whole house was.
So yeah, if this was the original house where Leroy built it, then no wonder he'd want to be here and communicate here more.
Yeah.
Because he just likes
He's king.
His original house.
to take baths.
He likes to take baths and lots of shit. It's crazy.
You know what? Maybe he does like to take shit.
Take baths and shits. I like to take shits for certain. I can't take a bath in my house because when they built it, they didn't put a bath plug in. And every once in a while, I email my landlord and go, I still don't have a bath plug. And then they never come and bring one. So, still can't bath. Only shower.
I think he's a kinky guy.
Take shits, smell tits.
Excuse me?
My Twitch recap was kinda underwhelming. Such a pity I've been mentally well this 2023. To 2024 Manifold.
Thank you, Red
Shiva.
Rosa girl. I hope I kind of in equal parts hope that you are next year, but also hope you aren't, so you watch more. That's selfish though. Let me just listen. Was that did she say take shits, sniff tits? That's a crazy take shits, sniff tits. That is wild. I don't even think tits probably have a smell. I feel like they just smell like skin, I would imagine. I don't feel like they smell of... I don't think there's like a tit smell. I don't think you could put me near just like an arm or a breast and go, which one is it? Arm or breast? And I could work it out from smell alone. I don't know. I'm guessing. You know?
Whoa, that should be on a t-shirt.
That should be on a t-shirt.
Like our next drop. Take shit.
Smell tits, eat grits, have fits.
Oh my god.
You really were going for
I
it.
want to smack it. Tell me if you want. Okay.
Oh my god, that was so hard. Holy
Explore club.
Does anyone else get the vibe that this video has got... They're in silly mode today, I feel like. I haven't seen anything that scares me yet. It's just been a house tour with car racing and ass smack. You can be streaming Help Wanted 2. If I can get my VR headset, I will be streaming it tomorrow. If not, I'll be streaming it Friday. I don't know if... I lent Kit Wisp my VR headset and I called him twice today to try and get it back and he's not picked up. So I'm hoping that he picks up. Because I got to go to London tomorrow. And if I don't get it by tonight, I won't have it in the morning to take to London. So that is... But hopefully.
This is it getting hard in here?
Yeah. Are you okay? Because my hand hurts. Like, my hand is on your butt now. Please.
Whoa!
Your property's pretty big. Yeah. We are in the car to go to the cabin that you slept in last night.
Yeah, like before I even went to bed, I just kind of...
Oh my god.
Yo, okay, Mr. Miyagi. Fucking hell. You see that? That was quick.
So that is.
Holy shit.
She Anyways, so you're literally just in a little cabin, windows.
That's not a little... Bro. That is a livable home. Bed, fucking little kitchen, dining room, living room. That's everything you need. That is not a little cabin in the woods, bro. Also, yeah, why are all the kitchens green? Every kitchen is green. Green. No wonder your house is haunted. Green is the color of evil things. It invites evil.
Around all the outside.
Especially when it's in a kitchen.
And it's just pitch black outside.
And we're like a football field away in this house.
Yes.
What happened to you last night?
There's a little cabin, and I was like, I'll sleep there. I have a spooky bed. I've never slept there before. I usually sleep in the room that Sam's sleeping in right now, so Sam took my room.
Shit, guys, I'm sorry.
So I had to stay in the haunted cabin, and I woke up to humming outside my window at 4 a.m., which was terrifying.
What did you think that was?
The woman in white. She has like this really
Yeah, and I didn't know about this,
nice
by the way.
energy about her.
I never heard about the woman in white.
She's the one that's out in the meadow behind the cabin. I was mowing the lawn and I went really past in the meadow and I saw a woman in a white dress, and like it takes me a minute to register like, oh, they shouldn't be here. And then it was a couple weeks later when I saw her just walk into the bedroom. I think that something happened with a spouse, a domestic. She was murdered. He brought her body out and put her in the bog behind the shop, and I think that she just decayed there, not even under soil. Like I just feel like she's still out there.
So that was creepy, and
That is quite creepy, yeah. Fucking just... A domestic happened, she was murdered by her husband and then just left to rot out there. And now she just haunts the property. That is, yeah, possibly a bit scary.
And also there's a basket in the bathroom that's like really heavy. It's full of towels, and it had just fallen over in the morning when I was there, and it was like...
And it's been there for weeks.
It's been there for weeks and it hasn't fallen over.
Wait, so you were fast asleep and a humming woke you up?
Yeah, but it was still humming when I was woken up, and I was like trying to rationalize it in my head, and then it stopped, and then I was up until like the sun came up.
After the video I did with Sam and Colby, I was so scared that I'd been like followed home by like a fucking ghost or demon that I didn't sleep till the sun came up. Me and Tommy like laid in bed together for like 3 hours. Then he's like, okay, I could sleep now. And I was like, yeah, me too, bro. Went downstairs, was like, and just laid there with the lights on for hours. I was so tired, but every time I shut my eyes, I'd be like, ah! Oh. Seems unnecessarily tense, intense even. That's a lovely cabin.
So this is the haunted cabin.
Why is there handprints on here? This is your hands.
Yeah, this was mine. I was just seeing if you were awake this morning.
No, yours are way bigger than that.
So it
The
could be like
woman's
the woman
hands.
in white.
Oh, can you imagine somebody like watching
She's
you?
just
because the
standing
bed's
like
right
I'm gonna figure someone probably just touched it and forgot. But scary to think about, you know.
there.
What the fuck was that? Was that Selena's face? Wow.
Did you leave that blind open?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought we closed all the blinds last night.
I didn't open.
We definitely closed all the blinds.
Like I just.
What was that?
Was that a frog?
Sounded like the high that we... Actually sounded very similar to... Remember that when we got the high, the little high from the girl in the Ancient Ram's Inn? Sounded similar to that, actually. Let me put that on again. Listen.
We definitely closed all the blinds.
Like I just.
I think it might have just been a bug flying near the camera, but it was weird. Just like the... Hi. It's not quite as clear, and it's outside, so I'm, you know, but strange.
What was that?
Was that a frog?
Come in, quick.
Yeah, there's one over there too. Did you open that one?
No.
No one's been in here.
I didn't open that. The only one I did open was the bathroom one, but I think I might have even closed it again. Yeah.
And this was the basket that fell, right?
This is the basket that fell. So like it was like up here like this, and all these towels were in it. This was like here, and this was completely on the floor. And I was just watching TV in the little living room over there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What was that? It sounded like the front door.
This was like here, and this was completely on the floor. And I was just watching TV in the little living room over there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What was that? It sounded
I didn't hear anything.
like the front door just like closed.
What is going on, guys?
I slept in here last night.
Yeah, it sounded like that.
Wait, there's 2 handprints.
How is it on both sides? Yeah, that's definitely on both.
But
Fucking way I'm sleeping in here tonight. Like,
Well, what if someone just, again, closed the door and didn't realize that they greased up the window? I feel like that. I didn't hear the bang, though. Someone said there's like a bang you can hear.
on the floor, and I was just watching TV in the little living room over there.
oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. It's not very loud. I can't really tell.
What was that? It sounded like the
Greasy
front door just,
grippers? Sounds like a fucking Fortnite location.
like, closed.
What is going on, guys?
I slept in here last night.
Yeah, it sounded like that.
Wait, there's 2 handprints.
How is it on both sides? Yeah, that's definitely on both.
But
Fucking way I'm sleeping in here tonight again. There's no fucking way.
One more time.
No fucking
what the heck?
Oh, goddamn.
You can't take the pain. No, but seriously, I don't like what's going on right now.
In the house, there is no bad energy. This is outside the house. This is far, far away from the property, right next to the woods.
This is where I heard
There's
the
nothing off
humming
limits.
out of this video.
Oh, so I guess the idea being that the entities that are in the house are pretty all right. I mean, apparently that Eli one said it was bad, but what is the sort of implication? Because I'm trying to, obviously they're summarizing a previous video that I've not seen, but like I got the vibe that Leroy, the guy that owned the place, was telling, you know, I've been saying Selena the whole time. I'm right here. You know what it was? One person put Celine in chat, and I was like, oh my god, I've been wrong the whole time. I haven't. But like Leroy said to Selena not to believe the other guy who said they were bad, Eli or Elias or something. Oh no. Selena said she tries to ignore saying the name even because it's a bad energy. So is Sam just wrong here saying that there's no bad energy in the house? Because that sounds like a bad energy in the house because it was in the tub that happened, right? I know they've spoken about how like the sort of lady in white's out here and other sort of negative spirits are in the forest and stuff, but Eli's out of the house. Oh, okay. It's just, you know, because it came up during the Estes in the bath. I kind of figured. But yeah, I suppose that happened a lot in the Conjuring house, where something outside of the house would communicate them from, even though they were inside, you know, with the knocking method and stuff. It's explained later on, but Eli isn't in the house. Okay. Oh.
Seriously, I don't like what's going on right now.
In the house, there is no bad energy. This is outside the house. This is far, far away from the property, right next to the woods.
This is where I heard
There's
the
nothing off
humming
limits
out of this
here.
The psychic literally said she wanted to bring this place down. The psychic has said before the way that she
The psychic said you want to burn this place down. Fucking hell.
in the cabin was that all the spirits that are here intend to pass through here. That's like their zone. There's a lot of energy outside. All the bad energy is here, and that this is where everything comes, and that when the windows are open, that there's someone like at every single window staring in.
That's what
she
it
saw.
when it was humming. So I heard the humming out of this window.
Oh, right by your bed.
Yeah,
That's
it was so loud.
You ready? Hurry and open this.
Oh god.
Well, no one was there.
Fuck you.
One more time.
3, 2.
Why are they in goof mode today? Fucking scaring me and shit. It's not right. It's not right to do that, I don't think.
It's a pail.
Wait, it could be one of the... You remember how it said... she said it mimicked her assistant hiding under the table? Like, what if that was a mimic and that actually they're not goofing off and they all think Sam's goofing off and then he's going to walk out the bathroom and go, hey guys, and they're all going to go, ah! That's my game theory. It could happen.
Wow! You guys see something wrong?
Okay, they almost... Okay, that's the... They're doing the meme I just said.
Where were you, dude?
I was right here.
Oh, God, dude.
Oh, fucking stupid.
Holy fuck, Sam, what the fuck?
Sorry, dude.
Oh, God, I'm kind of panicking.
I'll admit that I did a hella good job decorating this bitch.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Look at this.
For all the
It's
stuff
like
you buy
Scott's
me.
Major's house. He always decorates really well. That's why I love living with Scott. Thank you for the 7 months average, Harry, of Prime. This is for all the stuff you buy me. Great. Yeah, Harry, you're willing to spend $0 on me. And I... You know, average Harry will sometimes, when I'm buying something, go, oh, get to. And I always do, because I'm, you know, I care for him. It's your dad's Amazon Prime as well. Great. Just great. Just didn't even spell... You're a freeloader, man. You're actually a freeloader. It's embarrassing.
But it's hella cute.
Right as we were about to leave, we had a giant stomp on the passenger.
No, that wasn't me. No, that wasn't me.
It sounded like a big stomp on it.
Oh yeah, that sounded like that was scary.
Guys, we're about to leave, and as she went to the
I opened
doors,
the door like this, and then I heard a deck on the outside.
So it couldn't have been us at all.
someone right outside the
I mean, it could be a creak or something caused by, like, the door. Like, but if it was really loud, I doubt it. But, like, you know, like, especially wood is terrible for creaking when sort of... Like, say the door moves and... I know what I'm... You could get a creak from opening the door on the deck outside. If the deck is connected to the door frame, the door opening causes the door frame to, like... I don't know. I feel like I'm coping a bit here, and if it was really loud, then that is kind of weird, but, like, it's worth acknowledging at least, I suppose.
door.
Why not in video if loud? I guess they stopped filming because they're about to leave, and then it happened right as they stopped, so they started rolling again.
All right, guys, we are in the loft. First investigation.
God, it's been an hour 48, and they haven't even started investigating yet. Jesus Christ.
I think we just got to figure out what.
I mean, that is my fault. They're only 23 minutes into the video. But I've just had a lot to say. This house is very weird. I I like making sure I'm, you know, my fault.
Is here, if there's anything here at all. Because the last time you came in contact with something was like a month ago, Leroy?
Yeah, so Leroy is the one who kind of paces up here. He's known to be up here. And then the thing that like I haven't experienced but other people have is the children that are up here that run back and forth. So there's a couple of them.
Because this is one of the most active spots in the house,
Absolutely.
right?
And for reference, guys, your brother and you both saw a shadow figure walking around right under this staircase.
Leroy, yep.
Nice.
Got the REM pod, lights
Okay, active area, sure.
up when you touch it.
Is it her house? Yes, it is her house.
And then we got the SLS to see if we can detect anything, maybe not setting up her equipment.
What the fuck? That's new. I've never seen that before.
Oh my god, it's following you!
Oh! I hate.
Manifold, manifold.
Are you gonna kill a spider in the video? I mean, I don't feel too bad. I hate spiders, but still,
Oh,
even 4 months.
It's going. God damn it! I'm so sorry. Oh shit! That had to be me. That had to be me, right?
No, that's not you. I don't know.
That was weird.
God, there's something very large above you guys on the wall.
There was someone down here.
Huh. Do you believe in this kind of stuff? I definitely do believe in spirits, having witnessed some of the things I've witnessed, but there's been no evidence in this house yet other than just the stories they've told. Nothing weird has happened in the video yet. It's just stories they've told that have been strange. And I'm going to take them at face value for now because, you know, I trust Sam and Colby and I trust that they work with trustworthy people, but we haven't seen anything yet.
Park in front of this little camera. I'll be able to see you. Or you can come up to this red light. We'll know that you're here.
Yeah, I don't know if
The REM pod going off when Colby was killing the spider was interesting though. Maybe Colby set it off with the loud banging, but it seemed to be on slightly too long for that.
that was me.
That was a lot.
That was a
We're
lot.
so far away.
You're not seeing anything else on there?
Not anymore.
So there was just a giant figure behind us and then it
It
disappeared.
was just like right above. We're trying to put the REM pod here in this doorway. That's me.
That's you? Okay. Are you sure?
Whoa, my God! I just saw something. We're trying to put the REM pod
Happy you.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate the 5 months. £5.
here in this doorway. That's me.
That's you? Okay.
Oh yeah, it does kind of show up people. I don't know though, because that's clearly like using it's like using an algorithm to like detect like humanoid frames. How do these work? What's it called? An SLS cam. Let's Google it because I don't know how much I trust that bit of equipment. I feel like there's some cameras that are more reliable than others. What is an SLS cam? Paul was detecting ghosts and ghost hunting. Is the V1 Connect Stickman or... Yeah, so it's essentially an Xbox Connect, right? But what exact technology does it use? Oh, wow. No, it isn't even... Okay, it isn't even... I just found a listing for one on Amazon. Let's make sure I don't leak my address by doing that. Oh, fuck. Hold on. There we are. Nowhere else has my address written, right? Cool. No. Okay. So if you see here, that is literally just an Xbox Connect attached to a box. It is literally an Xbox Connect. So it uses infrared to sort of detect, I believe, I think like distance. It uses like infrared to detect distance. And essentially it's like looking for figures on the Xbox Connect. But also like the Connect can fuck up. But I'm not saying this is a bad piece of technology. There's no reason it logically should. And it is a bit weird if it's detecting figures sort of consistently and around sort of, I don't know. Could detect faces in pitch black. It is weird. I don't know how much I trust the Xbox Connect to detect ghosts when it could hardly detect movement in gameplay. You know, like I don't know if you ever played any of the Kinect games, but it wasn't the best controller. So I just don't know how much I could rely on it to accurately, you know, find ghosts. You could hardly rely on it to do what it was supposed to, you know. And I realize a lot of things are better at supposed functions than, you know, like accidental functions than their original intended ones. But I'm a bit, yeah, I don't know if you've ever played like Kinect Sports Golf. Someone mentioned that in chat. I mean, it is rough, but it is. I mean, it is a little bit weird that like figures are showing up. But I don't know, man.
Are you sure?
Whoa, my
my god, I just saw something. I just caught the last little glimpse of
No, it's literally a Kinect.
Yeah.
on my way over
That is just an Xbox Kinect.
here. I saw literally a man captured right there.
That's where it was before.
I don't know.
And now it's gone.
There it is again. If there's anything...
That, I mean, no, surely you can't take that too seriously. I mean, if that ghost is being bent the fuck over, bro. Look at that. Look at that. If there is a ghost there, I don't even want to talk about what's happening to that damn ghost. Look at that. That is, I don't know, man. I don't know if I don't know how much I can trust the Xbox Kinect here. To be perfectly frank, I respect Sam and Colby. I think a lot of the equipment they use is pretty sound, but this one might not be one of their strongest bits of kit.
Again, if there's anything over there that wants to show itself, saw you once. Oh.
Oh my god.
What's it on?
It's right on the desk.
Very tall.
So it's like there's something watching us but not interacting yet.
Yeah. Behind where I was sitting, that's where we kept hearing
It's doing a funky dance, man. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. You make one of those sounds one more time, knock or a footstep.
It's weird that he's not doing anything with the equipment, but he's just watching us.
He's never really been the one to play with stuff for the most part.
But do you think he'd be down to talk with something more like advanced, like the Estes or something?
I'm hoping so. That's the way we've spoken to him, is through Estes. Is he still there?
Oh, sitting on the chair now.
I mean, that is weird, to be fair. That is weird. That's more weird. Like, the outline of the chair is so clear and it's well lit and it's perfectly mapped. Like, the skeleton. Like, that is weird how the legs are perfect. Like, that's a sitting position on a chair. Which, that's a kind of a weird coincidence, right? That's a weird coincidence to detect someone in a chair when there's no one in a chair. That's a little bit more odd. I don't think these things are very reliable, but that's a little bit weirder, I must admit.
Behind you?
Right behind Colby.
Oh, right here.
That one, yeah.
Oh, never mind. I mean, I don't know. Now it's doing a groove again, you know? It's a difficult one.
Oh, cool.
Sick.
And gone.
What?
Esther's method I do trust pretty wholeheartedly, though, having done it a few times. I find that the fact that the people who are... I always find it interesting that the fact that the people who are repeating the answers they're hearing aren't hearing the questions that are being asked. Because obviously if you asked a question, then you hear a voice over a spirit box, you're going to be inclined... Because obviously sometimes they're really muffled. You're going to be inclined to think it's a word that obviously answers your question. As long as it's a word that sounds roughly like the sound you heard, you're going to be like, oh, well, it's got to be this because that answers the question. I feel like with the Esther's method, that's kind of eliminated. So it's just very... Yeah, I do. This I trust.
So now it is time to do the Estes method, which is, as you guys know, a sensory deprivation process to talk to the spirits. However, since we know that the bathtub is one of the most paranormal locations in Selina's house, we decided to take it one step further. Just like a real sensory deprivation tank, we decided, why not fill the bathtub with tons of salt, have me float, while also having no hearing and no sight.
But you're gonna just ruin your headphones by waterlogging them, surely.
During the Estes method. So look at our shrine.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Yeah, that just looks fucking sensual, bro. That doesn't look like a shrine at all. It's just some candles near a bath. I think that's what like fucking women do to unwind in movies. A glass of red wine, a book, and a candlelit bath. That's just like every middle-aged mother like to unwind. I don't think that's a shrine. Looks nice. I'd indulge.
Dude, we're about to get naked in here and talk to Leroy?
I'm just gonna flap it out real quick and just do a good Estes session. You guys down? Let's go! What does this channel come to? I don't know. Like and subscribe. Hopefully it works.
I don't know, man.
I've been to a sensory deprivation tank. They do it like this, I think.
That smells good.
Salty.
Oh, dude, it's so cloudy now, dude.
Yeah, good. You can't see my... Yeah.
The fucking echo on Kyak is powerful. I respect that. Oh, the jets turned on by themselves. That is weird. That is something that they mentioned had been happening. It is weird that, like, yeah, they spoke about that and they want to communicate with Leroy. She claimed that Leroy had done it in the past and now it's happening again.
Wait, the jets just turned on.
Holy shit. Wait, how did that happen?
Oh my god, I swear to god,
Also, they spoke to Leroy in this room. Leroy supposedly inhabits the house. The Jets thing is something that's happened before. And now in an attempt to speak to Leroy, it's happened again. That's what I mean.
We were not close.
What happened?
Shit, you got your hands full. You got your hands full.
Oh my God.
We were just about to
I got so many goosebumps. He's mixing up the soul for you.
Where's the button? Is that the button right there? We were so far away from that.
That is odd.
They're not gonna
You were filming, right?
I got like tail end of it turning off.
That is odd.
Like, it's gonna be hard for them to believe. That's all the way over there.
What the fuck?
She showed us that that's the only way to turn it on, that button over there. And the jets just turn on automatically. When's the last time that happened? Like months ago?
He's mixing in the salt. Yo, wait, maybe. Like, yeah, he's helping him out. It's like, oh, you got to mix the salt a little bit before you'll float. I'll help you out. Boop. Sticks on the jets.
No, like forever ago. Like the last time that we did the investigation. That was
What the hell?
Shit, guys.
We're literally stirring it up.
Wait, that's a great sign, though. That's literally saying, like, hey, I'm here, I'm ready to talk to you.
Get in the
right
tub.
now.
So get in the tub.
For sure.
The jets are on.
Get in the
How
tub.
do we turn the jets off?
Can you turn off the jets?
Oh, that's mad. No, okay, that's actually pretty fucking mad. Yeah, like being like, oh, it looks like he's ready for us. Hey, I don't want to get in with the Jets. That's fucking mental. Like, responsiveness that's that quick is always mad. Like, I've had things where you say it and then a couple seconds later it's happened and you're like, is that maybe a coincidence? Maybe it's just a coincidence. When it's that immediate, it's so, like, the coincidence, like, for every second less you wait, the coincidence just becomes less and less likely. That is mad. That's one of the wilder things I've seen from those guys. That is mad. What if there's a remote control? I mean, sure, but the thing is, I actually genuinely do trust Sam and Colby, purely having been on a hunt with them and witnessed weird shit and knowing that they had nothing to do with it because they were equally as freaked out as us. If they put this in the video, I trust that it's real.
Like, people are gonna think you have like a button or something. That's the only button.
We don't have.
It would be weird to have a remote for the Jets in the bath when you're obviously just going to be in the bath with them on. The button's there, so I'm with it.
Anything, that is the button over there. You saw that entire thing happen. What the fuck?
Insane.
What the fuck? It could not be more perfect timing. It was like after I finished, it turns off.
You asked us to do
Literally
that.
shaking, bro.
They're funny today. I mean, they're all. This is a funny one. I like that shot. It's on it as shit. Fucking bare legs over the toilet.
I'm freaking the fuck out.
That was awesome.
You don't seem like you're freaking the fuck out. It feels like you're freaking the shit out. Haha, because shit is leaving his body. Haha. Nice one.
It's your side. Turn it off on cue. What the fuck?
I got that perfectly on camera.
Hey, Leroy. What's up, dude?
Damn!
I'm gonna sell this. Bye. CallMeKris.com, selling Sam's Twitter.
The idea here is I'm gonna try my best to float while we ask questions. Obviously, there's something here.
Yeah.
Are you looking at my nipple?
No.
Don't comment about the nipples, guys. I see them. Very self.
What?
Look at my nipple.
No.
Don't comment about the nipples, guys. I see them.
Whatever you do, guys, please do not comment about Sam's nipples. Do not, under any circumstances, leave a comment talking about how cute his nipples are, or a comment saying his nipples are tiny. And above all else, do not leave comments saying his nipples are beautiful.
Self-conscious. They're great nipples.
They're cute. They're like little mosquito face.
They're little mosquito.
They are very small nipples, actually. He does have very small nipples. Yeah. I know that. I wish I had small nipples. I'm envious of his nipples. I think my nipples are slightly large. All right, and I'm gonna be open and honest about that because I want Sam to not feel alone. I think I would trade my nipples for his. Actually, I would rather have tiny, petite little nipples, and everyone goes, "Your nipples are so petite," and I go, "Thank you." I think that. Please don't show them. I'm not going to. I'm just, you know.
So we're about to get a lot more.
Nipples.
Why is that candle making noise over there?
Wait, listen.
That is odd.
What the fuck is that? Those candles do that?
Why is it doing that?
Water. It's actually a firecracker.
Why is Why is this video edited so fucking funny?
I can't hear shit.
Sam, can you hear shit?
I'm trying to
Sam, are you ready?
a little bit.
Okay,
Sam,
you can't hear.
tiny.
Sam, your nipples are beautiful just the way they are.
They are quite small. Well, it looks like they're about to start, so probably should get this in before they do. Guys! It's the top of the second hour. You know what that means. You know what that means. I know we're only 30 minutes into a 57-minute long video after 2 hours. And that probably implies that this is going to be a 4-hour-long stream watching an hour-long video. But I promise you, I'm going to stop interrupting them. I get distracted. I have so much to talk about, and I'm sorry. But also, if you don't want reaction if you don't want someone talking over the video, reaction content isn't for you. But anyway, thank you for watching so far. Thank you for staying around thus far. If you have, it's really appreciated. Obviously, I'm going to play another ad because I asked that every viewer supports the stream. It's a minute long. All you have to do is leave it on. But of course, if you hate ads, then the better way to support me is to subscribe, because you will get an ad-free experience for the next 30 days. I will be supported greater as I will receive more money. To be blunt, you will get custom emotes and a custom role on the Discord as a thanks. So really do consider it. And if you have a Prime, use it, because if you don't, you're evil. Because it's completely free to support me using a Prime. So why would you not? Also, you get the same benefits as the paid subscribers. Makes you superior in a way. So feel free to do that now. Get your subs in, because in a few seconds time, I'm going to run another minute-long ad. But do not worry, if you can't afford to sub, it's fine. Watching the ad is more than enough. I'm just going to chat with the subs in the meantime. So we're going to be chatting away. I will see you all after... well, I might go get a little bit of water. I like to stay... I'm staying more hydrated on the streams these days. But, yeah. I'll see you all in a minute, guys. Have a good one. Bye! Well, not bye forever. Just bye for a minute. Don't leave, please. Thank you. How are you? How are you, chatters? I'm tired. That's what I am. Very tired. I don't know why. I didn't wake up super early today, but I'm knackered. Bro forgot me. Well, I don't run the ads individually for every viewer. Just if you didn't get one, you're probably from Europe. We want baby sensory, and you maybe can have it, but I don't know. If I start doing it every time, I don't want it to become a staple. You know, I want it to be a thing I sometimes do. Knackered, tired. That's British for very sleepy. How does one construct of bread? I wish I knew. Jack, is the sub counter broken? It says 0 today. It is. It's been broken for the past few streams. I don't know how to fix it. I might have a quick go now before... Oh, the ad is finished. Welcome back from the ads. I forget how quick a minute goes. I'm going to quickly try and fix the subs today thing, and then we'll, hold on. Cool. That's fine. Well, I've saved it, so hopefully now if we get a sub, if anyone wants to test it, it should work. But if it still doesn't work, I apologize. I will still thank you for your sub. Either way, doesn't matter. It's time to carry on watching. Are you ready?
Alright, who's here with us?
Did somebody just turn on the jets?
How can I help you?
That's cool.
Leroy would say, right?
That's polite. Blight, so thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate it.
Yeah, because he's like very helpful. Leroy, is that you?
Is this you?
Yeah, it's Selena. How are you?
The window.
The hands on the window?
The humming in the window.
I'm back and I need more.
Were you the one at Chris's window?
No.
Are you the bad spirit?
The one yesterday.
The one from last night, right?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Were you the
Scary.
one? Were you the one that knocked over the basket in the cabin?
Can you see?
Well, I didn't see you knock it over, but
I feel like
I feel like
under.
you saw.
under. Like you're from the well? Is your body in the well?
I don't know.
That was weird.
Breaking away?
Huh. Interesting. I haven't worked it out yet. It definitely keeps saying it's me from last night, so it seems like it's whoever was fucking with Chris, but They seem reluctant to say who they are.
I'm gonna break away from the well.
Yeah.
Turn around.
Oh, fuck that shit. Don't do that.
Naked.
Yes, Sam is naked in the tub. Do you like that? What's your name? I don't know. This ghost is kinky.
Yeah, who are we talking to? What's your name?
Outback.
Are you in the forest?
I'm just doing a bunch of knocking.
Oops, that's me, my bad.
Well, they've knocked us.
Send me one of them.
We will not be sacrificing anybody. Are you a ghost?
Well, you might just mean send one to the woods, which they're going to do with Colby. I mean, sacrifice is a strong term.
Spirit? Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's good.
Could be lying, though. I feel like if you're a bad spirit and you really want to win people over, you would be like, yeah, I'm a good spirit. You should go do sacrifice. I'm good, though. It's for good reasons, I promise.
Genuine question. Are you the lady in white that we see?
She's broken.
Whoa. Didn't you say something happened with her husband?
I feel like you're not supposed to call people that. I feel like it's probably kind of words.
I think that or something, or that he murdered or something like that.
Are you the one that murdered her?
Under.
Whatever's under the land.
Yeah.
In the wells.
Yeah.
Is there something evil under the property?
I am the one.
Oh.
Choose.
I choose Leroy.
No, really.
Yeah, really. What's your name?
Under the house.
That's so interesting that every time they ask what their name is, it says under. Like, that's every time. Which is weird, right? That level of consistency is weird, that every time they ask. This is why the Estes method freaks me out a bit. Because Sam definitely can't hear them. And somehow, he's managed to answer the exact same answer every single time to the same question. Yet gives different answers when different questions are asked. Meaning, isn't that weird? Like, isn't that a strange thing? That's what gets me. Like, that's what always gets me about the Estes method. Like, the consistency there, because obviously all fucking Spirit Box is doing is scanning, like, radio, and occasionally things play over those radio frequencies. So if it was just detecting random noise from the radio, what's the odds that upon every time a set question is asked, the exact same wording, well, slightly rephrased, but the exact same sort of answer is picked up? It's just weird.
Under the house. I just said it wasn't under. Wait, so are we talking to like a good spirit and
Maybe
bad at the same time?
Getting up.
Do you like that we live here?
Now, end game.
That's our end game.
MCU, love Thanos.
To be here, yes.
Me tonight.
Oh, what's gonna happen tonight?
Is something gonna happen tonight?
Do you have a name?
I'm back and I'm broken.
Oh shit, that's true.
Hi.
How many people are here?
It seems to be a lot.
Yeah, that's what it's
Eli.
Oh.
So he's the back.
I'm never not gonna laugh at this fucking AI generated image of evil man. Just consistently funny.
That spirit that we're talking to.
Yeah, that was in here before.
The under the house. Eli.
Way back.
Way back.
I thought they couldn't get in the house.
You're gonna find me.
Where are you?
I'm not living in your home.
Okay, good.
But that's so weird, right? Colby says, I thought they weren't allowed in the house. And then the spirit's like, I'm not allowed in the home. Like, what's the odds of that being said? So clear. Like, you got to bear in mind every single word. Say every single word. Like, because some people could be like, oh, he's just misheard it. And it's like confirmation bias. But it's like, one, Sam doesn't know that's been said. Two, like, mishear enough words that you accidentally make the sentence. Like, clearly it was intentionally said, right? Like, you can't mishear enough words to accidentally make a perfect sentence. Like, if it was one word answers, sure, maybe you misheard it. But that's a whole sentence. That's just mad.
So maybe they can communicate.
Yeah, I think
Here, but he's out in the forest. Are you by the cabin?
Back out there.
Back out there. Are you near the
People always say there's something to do with, like, water. Selena said earlier something to do with, like, because the bath is electric and it obviously runs water. There's something to do with, like, that's good for, like, portals, apparently. Because, like, the well in the Conjuring house was the portal. Something to do with, like, water and electricity meeting. I don't know. This is probably the strongest evidence so far. Yeah, this in the bath thing is really weird. This is, like, to me, this feels pretty strong. Like, I don't know how you debunk this, right? Like, Sam can't hear them, and he's giving them consistently, well, just consistent answers. Like, that can't be coincidence. And then the bathtub turning off, like, there's been so much that you could go, oh, it's just a coincidence. But when that many coincidences happen in such quick succession, it's like, you should watch Sam and Colby. You're going to be really thrilled when you see who pops on screen in about, I'd say, 5 seconds.
So maybe they can communicate
Yeah, I think so.
here, but he's out in the forest. Are you by the cabin?
Back out there.
Back out there. Are you near the sugar shack?
You found me.
Oh my god, that's perfect. So he lives by the sugar shack.
Did I see you that one
What's the sugar shack? Is that the weird just shack?
day?
You found me.
Were you the one that turned on the...
Yo, me too, bro! Everyone should follow and sub right now because I'm live just like the ghost. Ghost, shout out.
Jets? Were you trying to scare us? I guess that's a
Where
yes.
do I keep you out of the house?
The music.
What do you want? Why are you here?
Out.
Do you want us out, or do you want to get out of here?
The land.
Out of the land.
I'm done.
She wants to leave the land.
I think so, yeah.
I'm the highest.
So is there any other...
They've moved on.
Is there any other evil entities here? Or unless he just said they all moved on.
Yeah.
Are you the only one here? Or actually...
I said for now.
Oh, fuck.
No.
But for now, it's Eli who's the evil entity.
You know what I mean? These, like, for Sam to genuinely be hearing this and, like, create these coherent sentences. And I get, like, obviously there's going to be, like, sort of levels of confirmation bias where, like, yeah, even if he heard something that's not quite clear, he's going to say, his brain's going to try and look for sort of answers. But he doesn't know the questions they're asking. It's like, oh, are you the one that did the jets? And then the laugh. All of these are valid answers to the questions being asked, which is just crazy.
That lives under the house.
I know I keep saying this, but I'm just genuinely very, like, you don't see... Man.
Go.
Has he ever said he's
Get back. Opportunity.
Oh, I don't like that. Opportunity for what?
Yeah, what do you want to do to us? Oh, it's hard to say.
Just say it.
You gotta go, Eli. You gotta go away from my land, away from this property. You cannot affect it.
No.
You can, like, hear it.
There's only one.
He like only wants to be the only one. Like he doesn't want any.
That's crazy. You got to get away from my property. No. It's just like... These answers just, like, this is so conversational. Usually there's a level of deciphering to be done. This is so plain English conversational.
Anybody else coming through?
It sounds like, yeah, he wants to be the all-powerful bad
He wants
energy.
to scare us, thinking that he's the only.
You know.
How are you able to communicate in here if you live outside and you can't come in the house?
Yeah.
Is it through the water, maybe?
Oh, if he's in the well.
If he's in the well, goes through the water.
There's water.
Oh my god! That's too perfect. That is...
Again, like, that's mad. I feel like for skeptics out there, like, sure, you can chalk that up to a confirmation bias of, like, he's in water right now, so a word that sounds like water, Sam's obviously going to say water. But what are the odds that when he can't hear them and they're discussing whether or not the water has anything to do with things, he says there's water? Like, I understand, yes, there's a biased reason for him to speak about water, but doing it in that moment, hearing a word in that moment that sounds enough like water for him to even say it, is just so coincidental. Like, that's so unlikely. And then for that to have happened several times to, you know, varying degrees of, like, shockingness, but, like, this is... I really at first was like, you have a creepy house, and whenever someone has a creepy house, I'm like, you know, when you're in a house and you're thinking about ghosts and stuff, you're more inclined, like, I know with this house, because I've had a weird experience now, things that I probably shouldn't chalk up to the paranormal, I do because I'm paranoid. And I feel like when you live in a creepy house and you're someone who likes ghost like hunting, you're going to be inclined to sometimes, like, think that a place is really haunted. But when you then have experiences like these with the jets and the... Now I'm like, yeah, cool, Celina. Yeah, absolutely. No, I completely agree. I have no doubt in my mind that this is definitely a haunted house. So, poor you. But, like, no doubt. Absolutely no doubt.
It's too
Since
perfect.
1970.
Whoa!
What?
That's when this house was built.
Because that's how he's communicating, through the water. From the well, like up through the
You
back.
know.
Oh my god, dude, this is perfect and you can hear it.
Did you like that?
Oh. No. Did you watch me while I was sleeping?
The hum?
It's spicy.
What the fuck?
Oh, fuck.
This guy's creeping on you.
Did you rub one out there?
Little mama.
Hey!
Did you watch me while I was sleeping?
The hum?
It's spicy.
What
They were right. This is a kink. He goes, holy shit.
the fuck?
Oh, fuck.
This guy's creeping on you.
Did you rub one out there?
That's a crazy thing to ask on camera, by the way. If anyone on camera ever asked me, did you rub one out up there? I'm just giving them the dirtiest look.
Little mama. It was me.
Little mama, that's crazy.
Chris, did you shower out there?
This is getting creepy, actually. Yeah.
Spying.
Dude. This is getting majorly creepy towards Chris.
Oh, fuck.
Majorly. We saw handprints on the window.
Yeah. No, and I felt like somebody was like watching me the whole night. That was the issue. And then I woke up to humming.
It was targeting you?
Apparently it was like Eli most of the time that we were talking to, or he was not letting anybody else come through. He was trying not to. He was trying to be like, I'm the only one here. We asked.
Eli was the only person talking.
And here's the thing, in the end, but the thing is he communicates through the water, so it comes up through the well.
Yes, because
That's how he can
Colby
communicate.
asked, he's like, are you communicating through the well? And you're like, the water. Yeah, and you're in the water. Yeah, it was immediately, and it was so scary.
That's mad. Also, imagine being hit on by a ghost. What a strange feeling that must be. Like, it's good to be wanted and all, but like, you know,
What makes me think is that he said
it's like being hit on by like a wanted criminal. I feel like it's nice to be wanted, but you probably shouldn't engage.
I'm the only one here, meaning I'm the only entity outside. Like, I think we were talking to Leroy too in the beginning.
Yeah.
So Leroy was here. Leroy's in the house. Eli, or this evil entity calling itself Eli, is in the well under the house and also goes to the sugar shack. We also brought up the woman in white, and you said she's broken. And she was the one that got, like, fucked over by her husband.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say fucked over is quite getting murdered after a domestic with your husband. I wouldn't quite call. I feel like fucked over is maybe an understatement. You know, like if I get overcharged for a sandwich, I'm like, oh, I've been fucked over. I feel like, you know, I'd say it's maybe slightly more than that.
Yeah, it was weird.
So where to next?
Well, they said tonight was going to be like, what, the end game or something?
Yes,
like something crazy was going to happen. He's trying to actually dip out of the property.
And I'm alright with that, mate.
Yes.
British.
And then he wants to fuck Chris too.
What did you do out there?
Stop! Whatever!
Okay.
Whatever.
It's not happening again.
It's happening again.
Turn on again!
It literally, as I'm standing up, the water turns on again.
There's nobody is going to believe that because I didn't get it again.
But people are going to believe that because the guy doing SS method was so perfect.
I think Elias was like a jokester because he was laughing and shit. I think that's him.
I guess, I suppose if you can come up through the water, even if he's not allowed in the house, maybe you could influence the bath. I don't know how, this is the level where it's like, you can only guesswork with this sort of shit. Who knows?
Selena, I got you a gift. We know you're into crystals.
Oh, they're cool.
And considering we're about to fight some maybe demon. Look. Oh, wait a second!
That was a good plug. That was a good plug.
Dropped, shopexplorer.com. Subtle plug. Not really a subtle one. Just go freaking do it. Anyway, back to the video. These, what are they called again? You know them, right? Selenite.
Cellulite? I have that on my ass.
This is cellulite. If you really want it, you can just toss it away. Or it helps you get protected from the spirits.
Does it go where I lay the eggs from?
Damn, if you have like a fat ass, you're never gonna get haunted. Which then that doesn't explain why my house is all weird, because I'm caked, and I've said that. So that makes no sense. But
a little bit, yeah. Set it right there, and then
what was that?
Eggs from?
a little bit away. Or it helps you get protected from the spirits.
Does it go where I lay the eggs from?
A little bit, yeah. Set it right there.
Why have you? No, why would you imply that?
It feels good. We only have one now.
He put the cellulite up his arse. I mean, that's fair. And look, you can look each to their own, but I didn't need to see it. I think is all. They are. You know what? Can I just say they're acting out in this video? All right, I'm gonna say it. I think they're acting wild.
So we're gonna share. You remember a long time ago, beginning of the year, Pythian priestess
Yes.
came around with this to bless us because she thought that we had an attachment.
She said we were going to have 6 months of horrible life, and
Horrible
we had
life.
a horrible year.
We had a horrible year.
Does that rub off? Just like...
I don't know how to do this.
Don't speak
but
about rubbing
first-
off, because that ghost Eli is gonna get excited again. Fucking hell. Need to watch yourself in that house now.
Gonna wand each other.
Oh, like the airport?
This
Put
is like-
your intention behind it.
Oh yeah, intention behind, just like sage.
Okay.
This is supposed to help. These are blessed crystals.
I can feel it. Oh!
Whoa.
Put right up my poop scoop.
Your poop scoop? That ain't right.
Guys, the best way to support our channel is through the merch, and we actually just dropped a new collection.
They have the merch
right
song.
now.
It's like they have like I like that they have a merch song like I have the top of the hour ad song. It makes me feel much more validated. It makes me feel like I'm doing it right, you know?
Sells out. Go to shopexplore.com, link in description, and go get some.
Or Instagram on the screen.
We're gonna be giving away a bundle of merch to somebody who follows the Instagram, so go do it.
So I'm really serious to talk to you guys about. When you're out here, you have to be really careful, okay? Sam's great. That's how big his pee-pee is.
That's how big his pee-pee is? Yeah. It's fucking massive, dude. Fuck. I've never seen anything that big. That's gonna hurt. That's fucking massive, dude.
Don't say that's gonna hurt. Why on earth would you say that? I was gonna make my own stupid joke, but then just as I paused, I heard Colby go, "That's gonna hurt." Why on earth? They are. I can't outdo their energy today. I don't have the jokes in me. I don't have the jokes in me to outdo that fucking their energy here. I feel like usually I'm the one who's on inappropriate comments, right? And I can't match it today. But hey, shout out Bigfoot. He got them big feet. Yeah, it is mad for insects there. I would hate that. That looks horrible. I'm sorry. That would... Oh.
That was so fucking a swarm.
There's a well.
Dude. Well.
Oh my god, that's the Eli well.
And it's portal of hell, and that's a well, and it's portal of hell.
Yes. God, I would not be wanting to open that if, like, doesn't it imply that Eli's body was dumped there, right? Or you know, like, is that not what it implies?
Back at the house, we go out to the well. Two psychics didn't know each other, didn't watch the videos. Came one of my video, one of yours, went to this well and said, "What is this well? It's not connected to anything. This is the only house that's ever sat here." And they said, "There are secrets in this well, and they are not good." We've done the Estes method on it, and they're just like, they're trying to convince you to open it. The psychic said, "No matter what you do not open this well."
So something was...
Does seem like a good idea, to be fair. I'm glad that they're actually saying that, because I was thinking they were going to open it. Like, that seems such a bad idea. Also, what if you open it and there's actually just a rotting corpse in there? Mate, like, imagine you can still see, like, the remains of Eli or whatever. That is no fucking way.
Trying to get out of the well.
Somebody wants out of the well.
If they don't open the well, what's the point? The point, like, look, I get that the best way to investigate would be to, you know, like the best way to investigate what's in there would, be opening what's in the well. But, like, it's, like, akin to, like, the best way to investigate the effects of radiation is just exposing someone to a shit ton of it. Ultimately, yes, it might be effective. It's not, however, safe. And I feel like that you've got to prioritize that. And if there's other ways to investigate without putting yourself in potential danger, then you might as well. So I hope they don't open it. Maybe if they open it, it'll let the bad spirit out. True, though. There's also an argument to be made that Eli keeps saying he wants to leave and stuff. And maybe that's why they're convincing you to open it, because they want to leave. But also, I know, man. It's like how, like, the whole thing with, like, demons supposedly is like they've got to, if they can't just attach to you, they've got to, like, convince you to allow them. Like, this sort of a weird, it's like vampires entering homes. They've got to be invited in. It's like a weird, like, consent rule.
Leroy was like, "Don't worry, it's contained, but it's in there. When you want to talk to it..."
Oh my god, so even Leroy, the spirit spawned them. That's fucking mad.
It's always willing to talk.
It's come through a few times.
Fuck
Alright
yeah.
guys, so we were at the well that we were talking to Elias in, pretty much. He was sitting in here while we were in the bathtub. Since this is a whole...
This is Alice box.
Tragic.
Tragic! The well of tragedy.
We have...
I feel like that they're American, so I feel like if I put a fucking thing down, I was making a video, and then it popped up and said tragic, I figure it was just like calling me a dickhead for making a YouTube video. Like, I feel like the British would be like, "Who are you fucking calling tragic, mate? What? You're tragic. You're fucking dead. Right? Don't start with me calling me tragic. Right? I'm making a living here. Fuck are you doing? Not living. That's what it is. That's what happened. I'd go mega British if I put down an Alice box and it immediately called me tragic. I'd lose it.
A flashlight set up here. This is also a new piece of equipment called the Alice box. It's basically like the obelisk. Oh, and then, holy shit, the flashlight turned on.
The flashlight just turned on. Okay. If Elias is here, turn that blue flashlight off.
Ooh.
Fuck me.
Are you the only
timing of that is mad
entity out here? You were saying that you wanted to be the only one, but is there other evil entities out here with you? Red, yes, you're the only one. Blue, no.
Oh, four.
Oh, blue! On.
Not the only evil spirit on the property. Is there a reason you want to leave this property? It's gonna be hard to answer with flashlights.
Elias, do you want to be the only spirit on this property?
Designate.
Designate.
Like designated one. Like
designated
one. Does Leroy control this property?
Come up and tap one of these flashlights.
Whoa!
That's no, though.
That was perfect.
That was immediate.
It's not perfect because Leroy, like, being in control was the sort of thing that gave them safety.
Leroy controls the property.
He was the one in the first investigation watching over.
Wait, I thought that was the no flashlight. Is that the yes one?
Out here. You were saying that you want this? Oh, holy shit, the flashlight.
The flashlight just turned on.
Okay.
If Elias is here, turn that blue flashlight off.
Wait, maybe it...
Are you the only entity out here? You were saying that you wanted to be the only one, but is there other evil entities out here with you? Red, yes, you're the only one. Blue, no.
Oh, 4.
Oh, blue!
On.
Not the only evil spirit on the property. Is there a reason you want to leave this property? It's gonna be hard to answer with flashlights.
Elias, do you want to be the only spirit on this property?
Designate.
I'm just trying to work it out.
Designate.
Like designated one. Like
Designated.
Does Leroy control this property?
Come up and tap one of these flashlights.
Oh, true. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. You know, I'm not 100% on that because I know Colby's midway through saying come up and tap one of the flashlights. Like, he hasn't fully said it yet when the flashlight goes off, which implies to me that it's operating on the rules from before. So, like, I know that they've came to the conclusion that Leroy's in control, but I get this weird feeling that that's actually supposed to be a no. And I think that they should be more worried than they... that's a worrying thing, right? Because Leroy's the only thing protecting them, supposedly. I know they only specified for the one question, but, like, he hadn't finished specifying the new rules. I feel like then you assume the old ones, no? I don't know. I just... I would have... If it was me there, I would have re-asked the question. We had some... in the video we did, this sort of similar thing happened. Yo, Ollie, thank you for the raid, dude. We appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. We're watching the new Sam and Colby video. I'm a big ghost nut, and I'm analyzing whether I think it's real. And right now, I disagree with the conclusion they've made. But a lot has happened. This is a very... One of their friends, Selina, thinks our house is haunted, and we're going up with, yes, it definitely seems that way. It's fucking weird. But yeah, follow if you're new. I do plenty of this ghost stuff. Your name will appear in the top left. Little thank you. I don't know. In the video I did with Sam and Colby, though, I remember, like, being like, I'm not sure whether that means yes or no. I want to recap that, and I recapped it. I just don't know.
That was perfect.
That was immediate.
Currently, Leroy controls the property.
He was the one in the first investigation watching over us.
Chris, what are you saying?
No, oh, nothing. I just, like, you know when you feel like somebody's watching you? I'm just feeling that feeling, you know?
Eli, bro.
Triangle.
Well, shack and cabin are on the same.
Oh.
And house is here, so it is a triangle. Are you trapped in the well?
Ooh.
Boom.
Are you
Watching us?
Real.
It's weird that the red ones never went off once.
Are there real bodies?
There! Oh! I'm really there!
Over there.
Really something over there.
Oh.
I keep looking behind my shoulder. I just really feel like that's something else.
I'm just gonna put that right there, just in case there's something behind you.
How many spirits are here?
List.
List.
List?
Like a list of
Them?
people? Like a list of spirits, I mean?
Lady in white, are you here?
Ooh.
Were you humming to me earlier this morning?
Run.
Oh, fuck.
No, guys.
Oh
That's just what things do to scare you, man. Runs. Run.
Are you
I never believe anything that says run these days. I think that's just things trying to scare you.
Chris
I wanted
specifically.
to run out of that cabin once I heard that.
If you're targeting Chris specifically,
It turned on immediately,
oh
Chris.
my god.
No,
Stay close.
guys,
He was
why?
being creepy to you in the bathroom, too. I know that sounds weird, but...
Oh, the hands on the window with the two windows
It just
open.
Oh my god. Were you watching me last night or this morning? Like...
Was that a yes right there?
Is Elias the husband of the woman in white?
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
If he was a terrible person,
Was he like
killed
you
her?
like cheating on her?
No,
Or you, like,
no.
Wait, hold on. Oh, was Elias the husband of the woman in white? Holy shit, wait. So that, no wonder he's a fucking evil spirit, because she was supposedly murdered by her husband. So assuming that information to be correct, that makes a lot more, that's a lore development.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
If he was a terrible person,
Was he like
killed
you
her?
like cheating on her?
No,
Or you, like,
no.
Are you
This
like,
makes sense. This makes sense.
What he was?
If he was the man and he killed her and he put her here and he was a terrible person, then he had to be some kind of low level, have some kind of evil thing inside him. So after he killed her, maybe his punishment is that he has to walk this land.
Money.
Money.
Did you kill her for
that was-
insurance?
yeah, maybe
I have goosebumps.
Was that a thing back then? Could you kill people for insurance? Because apparently, Oh, but no, the house was only made in like the 70s, so it's not even that long ago. So that is actually potential. The whole murder thing is just Selina's theory, though. Yeah, no, I know, but it definitely...
Just like solved a major piece of like this puzzle.
Wait, so Elias might not be like anything non-human, but it is a negative spirit of a human that's trapped here on the property.
If you killed somebody, what's the ultimate punishment? Having to live what you did to them over and over again.
While she gets to roam around freely.
She's not aware of what's going on. She seems like a residual haunting in different places. But whatever this is intelligent.
Is that the way?
Jog.
Jog. Running and jog.
What?
Candle.
Oh, the candles in the bathtub?
Wait,
Those
okay,
did-
so let's try to
those were
figure
weird,
out
yeah.
its intention. Maybe it is this negative spirit that killed the woman in white. Then why does it want to leave?
Can you imagine being trapped here and watching her all the time? That'd be horrible.
Oh, so wait, but then... So apparently Eli's trapped in the well, but then I assume that was one of the Hell's Angels bodies then. But that makes less sense if... Well, unless he killed his wife and then he was killed by the Hell's Angels. I suppose there's a possibility of that, but it just seems unlikely that it's connected to both histories of this place.
Horrible.
Well, I suppose not the Native American side.
Want to be the only all-powerful spirit here, or at least outside the grounds? Is that why you want to leave, so you can be the master of somewhere else?
Friendly.
Friendly. Maybe this is not Elias.
Maybe it's the woman.
We heard you hang around the cabin. Why do you go over there? Is that a most active spot?
Oh, light turned off immediately.
Yeah.
Do you recognize Chris and Selina? They've been here many times.
It's interesting that like the light comes on and off. So I think it is just a tap for a yes. So maybe Leroy is in control. It does seem like it's just tap for yes. But in which case, it's interesting that it does happen immediately after a question every time. Again, like, you know, you can argue that these things happen coincidentally. I watched a video that kind of debunked these lights. And they don't seem as reliable as I first thought. But at the same time, like, it is weird that it is happening consistently after questions in response. If it was just kind of a fucky piece of kit, you think it'd just be going off randomly whenever. Also, Edward, thank you for the prime.
Do you like that Adam and I live here?
Thank.
But then that went off a bit early, you know what I mean? It's just...
Whoa, maybe that's
Wow.
Yeah, you're doing good things by living
We've
here.
been fixing this place up.
Yeah, fixing it, but also like cleansing it and making it more positive.
What is that?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So maybe this is Leroy too.
Interesting edit. Just a small break from this touching moment to be chased by a bug.
Ew.
Leroy, are you here right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
Leroy, the friendly spirit, thanks you for being here.
Makes sense. Okay, cool, because it said friendly. Makes sense, actually. Friendly says thanks. Oh, that's sweet.
Wow, that's such a clear message.
That's awesome.
Makes me happy.
Who the fuck was watching me last night in bed?
Sent.
Sent.
Fate.
Fate?
We were so drawn to this place. For years, I dreamt about where I was supposed to live, described it to a T to Adam. And when our real estate agent brought us to this place, it was the place I dreamt of.
I almost think that since so many people are here right now, it's going to be so hard to like keep a conversation with something. What's like the most haunted part of the woods itself? Like what trail?
I would say the Sugar Shack.
Would you like us to split up?
Oh my god.
That's perfect.
Saint.
The Saint.
Do you have like are you wearing something? Like
No idea what that means. Oh, fucking hit the wrong button. Interesting. The dings keep making me think I'm getting Facebook messages. No, they're getting Facebook. Oh, ghost book messages, I'm calling them now.
cross or something?
I mean,
They want you to go. You're covered in crosses all down your arms.
Well, you can't hurt Colby, okay?
I don't know if you remember.
Covered in crosses all.
Are you wearing something? Like a cross or something?
Oh, that's what they I feel like they're reading into that a lot with the saint thing. That they mean Colby because he's got crosses all over him. I reckon that's a small level of copium, but
I mean,
we'll allow
They
it for
want
now.
you to go. You're covered in crosses all down your arms.
Colby's supposed to be going anyway, so.
Well, you can't hurt Colby, okay?
I don't know if you remember, dude, but you do have to go alone sometime tonight anyway. Will you meet Colby at the Sugar Shack? Oh!
Why did he hit that? Oh, like, oh my God. Like, it was the same tone and note. Like, to begin with. Just listen to it again.
I don't know if you remember, dude, but you do have to go alone sometime tonight anyway. Will you meet Colby at the Sugar Shack? Oh!
You know what I mean? Like, right at the very start there, it could have been like, oh my God. Like, yeah, I would have believed it.
Oh! Colby at the Sugar
One more
Shack.
time.
Oh!
Oh my God. Sorry. Always gonna find that funny.
Oh!
Classic.
Classic. Bring him back to us.
Shadows.
Oh god, dude!
That's where she saw the
Guys,
That's where you found.
shadow out there.
And that was Elias, right?
Yes.
Oh
my
my
god.
God.
Wait, no, I'm scared. Wait.
You're gonna go off to where she saw the shadows.
I don't know if this is a good idea.
Flashlight says yes.
Flashlight at least.
But you do have to spend 7 minutes.
Send.
Send him out. Okay, bro.
Send it.
Bathtub.
That is kind of mad. I know you can argue that these devices are just coincidence, right? And that it's like I saw a video saying like it just generates random words and there's no real consistency to it. What are the odds that a device like that generates the word? Like you know if it was made as a scam, you know, to trick people. Who thinks in this device to convince people that ghosts exist? I need to make it so the ghost can say bathtub. What are the odds that the well that supposedly through the Estes methods they learn is connected to the bathtub says bathtub? Like that is so unlikely. That's such a crazy coincidence. I just sometimes these are the type of videos that I'm like, absolutely ghosts must exist. There's been so many crazy coincidences that it's like there can't be.
It's in bathtub.
Oh,
Elias is out there and waiting.
Elias is out there and waiting. Holy fuck. This is insane. What the fuck?
This is not funny.
Let's do it fast and let's do it so we can get it over with.
What do you mean let's do it? I'm the one doing it.
Oh yeah, let's send him fast.
Hate.
Guys,
Elias is hating from the bathtub.
Damn, he's a fucking hater, bro. Damn, bro. Elias wakes up extra fucking early so he can hate. He died just so he doesn't have to sleep. Dead people don't have to sleep, so he can spend 24/7 hating. All right? That's that hater grind. You know? I can almost respect it.
It's getting very negative.
It's getting so negative.
Can Leroy come with me?
Leroy, will you?
What was that?
Yeah, what the fuck
woman
was
voice?
that?
What the fuck was that?
A woman voice, right?
Yeah.
Getting very negative.
It's getting so negative.
Can Leroy come with me?
That was weird, actually. That did sound like a breath.
Hate.
Guys,
Elias is hating from the
hold on.
bathtub.
negative.
It's getting very negative.
It's getting so negative.
Can Leroy come with me?
Leroy, will you?
What was that?
Yeah, what the fuck
woman
was
voice?
that?
What the fuck was that?
A woman voice, right?
Yeah.
That was weird. I didn't really hear a voice as much as like a... Like, you know the phasmophobia fucking sound? It was like that.
So there's Sugar Shack in the woods. Sugar Shack, yeah. And it's very strange.
Oh, they've not been to the Sugar Shack yet. The cabin isn't the Sugar Shack. Okay, because they've referenced it a few times. And I assumed that when Chris was saying, "Oh, was it you from the Sugar Shack?" I guess that was from a previous video, not from this.
It's been there forever, but there's this weird giant teepee beside it that's just standing. Someone made it out of like...
Oh, like not even like a proper teepee, like a fucking made of sticks and shit that you find in like the woods, like sort of thing.
Twigs like 15 years ago, and it's never fallen. You just get the goosies, especially in the dark. It's just, you know you're not alone.
Wicker Man vibes. I saw them break Nick Cage's knees in that, and it was scary. No flashlights, come off it. Oh, they did that to me and Tom in the fucking house in the fucking Ancient Ram's Inn. They made us go in with just night vision and no flashlights. It was awful. Because Tom had the fucking camera, so I was just sat there in the pitch black.
Are you coming up to it?
I think so.
Back there.
It's right back there?
Wait. I just heard...
Yeah, I just heard that too.
Are you coming up to it?
I think so.
Back there.
It's right back there?
Wait. I just heard...
Yeah, I just heard that too. Yeah. Something like crackling in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard another, but I guess that was one of them.
So we're going to be here at the entrance. You go out to the shack.
Why 7? What a weirdly specific number. So look how fucking... Bless his soul, he actually looks scared. I've never seen his face look more like... He always is smiling. Mate, he looked actually fucking scared for once. Bless him.
I call out to Elias. I think we need to have him come out. What the fuck is that?
What is that?
Yeah. Something like crackling in the back.
Yeah.
7 minutes. We're going to be here at the entrance. You go out to the shack, call out to Elias. I think we need to have him come out. What the fuck is that?
What is that?
Whoa.
Shh. That was some walking, right?
Guys.
What's over there? That's literally sounds like someone's going down the trail.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I don't know what that is. What the fuck is that?
I
don't know. This is too much. I can't. Like, this is too much. Like, I'm kind of freaking out. Dude, I gotta live here?
Let's start the timer and just...
It is a little bit weird, but like also they are in the woods. As someone just said in chat, it is probably just wildlife. I mean, you heard coyotes earlier and stuff. There's clearly wildlife around, you know. Like, I mean, this is dangerous just being here in the sense that there's actually like some fucking coyotes and shit. I don't think it's coyotes moving around. I think they make a much more obvious sound. And then the wind did pick up in a weird way, but not like the howling of it was a bit odd. But like also, if there's a strong wind making enough of a howl, then it probably will also be rustling trees. So I think there's been some weird shit in this video. I'm not dismissing that this place is haunted, but I think sometimes when you get that sort of confirmation bias when you're in a place that you think is haunted, where you kind of blame everything on the paranormal. I think sometimes you gotta like be real and be like, that probably wasn't. But I think like the bathtub thing, and there's been so much in this video that is crazy. This video is honestly mad. Like this is, I'd say this is. I thought the one me and Tommy did had a lot of pretty hard evidence in it. I still think the one we heard of the little girl's voice saying hi is the most crazy evidence I've ever witnessed online. I mean, apart from like fucking Cody and Satori, but even then, people are involved. Like Cody and Satori, as much as like I don't know how they would possibly fake what they're doing, there are people who are causing something to happen. We just were in a room and a disembodied voice said hi. As clear as, like, let me play the clip. Like, as much as this video has had more evidence and some really strong ones, I still think that one bit of evidence we got in the Ancient Realms Inn is the reason that still scares me, because I think it is the most fucking genuinely, like,
feeling hella angry,
concrete evidence I've ever witnessed. And I think the beauty of it was, I know it isn't, I think I would think it was faked any other time. I was fucking there. Like, I was in the room. I heard it with my ears. And it wasn't, it sounds quiet in the video, but when you were in the room, it definitely wasn't loud. Like, it wasn't shouted, but it was like loud enough that you were like, I've definitely just heard something. Like, there was no doubt about it. But like,
this chimney breast, when he actually cleaned it out, he found a chimney, and what it was actually used for was as...
What the fuck? What the
Candle falls quite far out of the blue, then seconds later.
That just fell off.
What? Wait, was that?
How would you... What sound could I be mistaking that for? What sound could that little hi have been if not for a young girl's voice? That's what gets me. Like, that's what freaks me out about that. Like, because, you know, with the one they had earlier, like, it's like, it could... There's a couple of things it could be. How on earth could that be? None of us in there sound like that. I mean, I'm the one that does it most, and I can guarantee the hi. Like, I know I do that all the time, but like, I don't know that those guys, I didn't do it, and I don't know that those guys could either. I think I'm on camera while it happens, so you can see it was me.
That just fell off.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm on camera. It wasn't fucking me. Like, that is the most crazy. That's what made me fully, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, start believing. Balloon Boy from FNAF fucking showed up in the vents, bro. Like, that, just mad.
Oh, wait, was that?
Yeah,
somebody else?
Hello?
That actually gave me chills.
Hello? Can you just look out the window? Can you just check that was like...
Are we on the second story?
Okay, wait.
That was a girl.
Check outside that there was a girl.
Yeah, like that was a loud ass girl. And wait. Can we talk about this?
No.
Who was there? Let's go.
I love the fear in his eyes. Like, no, can we just go check now? Look at Tom's eyes. He says, no, can we just go check now? Look at his eyes. Look at it. That always gets me. Like, everyone else wants to analyze it in the room, and he's just so adamant that someone must be outside and have said it through the window. Which, how would they say it so softly through a window is what I want to know. But, like, look at his fucking... Can we go check now? But yeah. Like, I don't know how someone could say something this softly through a window.
And what it was actually...
Bear in mind, this is a second story window. So it wasn't quite second story where it was like an entire floor off the ground. The pavement kind of came up the side of the house. So like the pavement came up to about halfway up the first floor. The house was on a bit of a dip. But like you still couldn't... Like you still would have to like jump to get like we were like, oh, we heard a knock on a window at one point. It's like, oh, maybe someone did it. There's no way you could have reached it. Like it was still too high up.
Used for was as...
What the fuck?
What the fuck was
that? Just fell off.
How could that possibly be from outside? It sounds so close to the camera. It doesn't sound like something distant coming through glass. I just never, ever... just crazy. I know this is a different video, but yeah. Someone said look at in the mirror, by the way,
He had
apparently.
to ward off the evil. One, he actually cleaned
Which mirror? The mirror that says help me, which clearly was done by a person.
it out. He found a piece of wood and it was shaped like a horse's hoof, and it was actually stuffed up the chimney. And
Or in here. Which one can you supposedly see a face in? Because people said you can see a face in the mirror.
the chimney, and what it was actually used for was.
What the fuck?
What the fuck was
that? Just fell off.
Here? No, not there.
That just fell off.
The one when Sam turns.
What?
Where? Okay, so this is like I'm going frame for frame now. Oh, okay.
What?
Oh shit! Well, I'm not going frame for frame. I accidentally skip back. Okay, so I'm now going like frame by frame. Where's this face? In the bottom? Where? No, I haven't seen it. Oh. That looks maybe a bit odd, but I don't think that's actually anything.
Was that somebody else?
Hello?
That actually gave me chill.
In here, maybe? No, it's Sam.
Hello? Hello?
Just odd, man. Just odd. Anyway, let's go back to the video we were watching. That's why I trust Sam and Colby wholeheartedly, because I was there for that, man. That was not fake. Just fucking mad. Anyway, hold on.
Let's get this over. Okay.
Oh my god, dude.
All right, timer set.
I'm gonna trip over so much shit. I can't see anything.
That's because it's pitch black.
Guys, we do a lot of alone investigations on this channel, but I'm not kidding when I say that this is one of the scariest ones.
Reasonable.
Shadows play tricks on me.
It's getting real. It's getting real.
Yeah, I mean, you're out in the woods by yourself in the dark. I would be shitting it.
There's the shack, too. There it is. This feels like the Blair Witch Project. Ooh. They're over there with the flashlights.
What if he walks behind there and he doesn't come back around?
Then we run.
Don't say that.
Then we run to him.
To him. No, we don't run away from him. Go subscribe to Selena and Chris because we are fucking putting them through shit. And it's like, especially this is Selena's house.
Yeah, that's rough to be fair.
I'm so sorry, guys. As you can see his little shiny glimmering back.
Yeah.
It's useful. It's useful when you send your friend off into the woods that they have a reflective back so you can find them later.
Yeah, we can see
At least he's looking good dying, you know?
True. He does look like a G.
Right. Oh, almost fell down again. I'm gonna find out if Elias is here.
Oh, it's just like a proper abandoned shack as well.
Oh my god, it smells like death in here. Oh my god, it smells like death in here. What the fuck?
You good?
Guys, there's something in here.
Let's go.
What do you mean?
Well, it's probably just an animal, though. It is just a shit shack out in the middle of the woods. Like, probably, it's America. Like, it's out in the middle of the woods. It probably is just a creature, I feel like.
What's in there? We're coming. We got the lights.
Something's making noise. Something's like hissing.
You're good.
Oh god.
Yeah, no,
Could just be
hissing.
There's something
could just be a snake, though, or something, right?
hissing?
Yeah.
All right, come back.
There's something angry in there. As soon as I opened it, something sounded like it fell down, and now there's hissing over there.
Giant big animal?
I don't know.
All right, let's get back.
Okay, wait, do you want to...
I swear I saw something moving, like, then. Was it just the shadow moving? Oh, it's just shadow moving.
All right, let's get back.
Okay, wait, do you want to, like, try to see really quick?
What's in there? A fucking giant
Dude, you
animal?
know, like badgers and shit, those things can like kill you.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can hear the hiss.
Honey badger gonna kill you, bro.
Yeah, you ever played Far Cry 4? Holy shit.
You hear that?
Wait, no, I can't.
Hear the hiss.
Honey badger gonna kill you, bro. You hear that?
Wait,
Not really.
Come closer, just hear it.
Watch out, Colby. I'm gonna toss this.
is that? What is that?
What the fuck? You hear that? It's like...
It's a weird hiss, I'll give you that, but like, if it's consistent like that, it's surely a creature.
Celina. Hello?
Wait, why is there a bunch of axes
What makes a noise like that?
What animal makes a noise like that?
It's not a fucking animal.
Wait, shh.
That's something.
What is that?
But also, is that not a gas canister in the back? 'Cause it sounds like a gas. It sounds like the sound of a gas leak to me. And I swear, I know it is weird that it's responding to them. But like,
It's not a fucking animal.
Wait, shh.
is that not a gas? Oh no, it's not. I thought it was a gas tank. There, I'm like, is it just a leaking gas tank? Pretty sure it's a raccoon or a possum. I wouldn't know what they sound like to know. Is it not there? There's something moving there. Oh no.
That's something.
What is that?
I don't want to be.
What the fuck is that?
Wait, now I'm scared. We need to close the door.
Okay.
Close the door.
Well, no investigation there, I guess. He didn't do his 7 minutes, but also that probably would have been dangerous.
Wait, listen.
Guys, what if it's not an animal?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm worried about.
Something bad. Like, why does it smell like death in there and now there's hissing?
Yeah.
Probably because an animal's killed things and using that as a den. It's probably a predator of some kind and it's killed other animals and their rotting corpses are in there. Is my guess. You know? Like, to be there is the killer. There is the killer. Ah! He's moved on from me and he's moved on to other YouTubers. He's trying to kill fucking CelinaSpookyBoo. Sorry, I had Spooky in the name, but I couldn't think what it was for a second.
Yeah, it's like something killed something in there. Wait, shh.
Also, possums can get stinky. Also true. And they play dead, so I suppose smelling like death would be a very, you know, good thing for them, right? If they smell like a dead thing, then things will be more convinced that they are dead when they play dead.
To the right. There's the footsteps to the right. You got it, too. 20 seconds left.
20 seconds?
Okay.
Oh, man. But dude, I didn't even get to ask anything. Somebody in the comments, please let us know what that was.
Dude, this is so bizarre. And you said you have no idea why this is made?
I mean, I don't think that really counted, but also I'm not going to hold Colby accountable there, really. I feel like, you know.
They said that it's been here as long as they've been here.
They release a smell when they play dead. Well, then surely that makes sense, right? Like, he opens the door, they sense danger, they do their hiss, and then they, like, and start releasing a fucking stink. Like that. That's probably the reason, right? I don't know what state they're in, but, like, you know. What states are opossums in? The Virginia opossum appears throughout Central America, up into Texas, and as far north as Nebraska. Quite a lot, then. And then I suppose next question. Celina is supposedly from sorry, I'm just still, I'm doing my okay. Famous birthdays doesn't say. I was hoping, oh yeah, she's Canadian, isn't she? Forgot about that. Oh, I put what states? Are opossums in Canada? Yeah, Southern Ontario and Quebec. They've kind of migrated upwards from America, apparently. So meaning if she's from Southern Ontario or Quebec, then makes sense. So there we are. There's the answer.
Here, like, how does this stand for 15 years?
Yeah, seriously. Elias, whatever entity is out here in the woods, we invite you to come with us, but not enter the house. We want to talk to you, understand your intention. Please follow us.
We're
Oh,
gonna
back to the
play
cabin.
this game. It's basically a ritual. It's called the corner game. Basically, the idea of the game is to use all of our energy to summon said thing that we want to talk to into the space that we're here. Obviously, the point of this entire night is to try to get rid of Elias, but we got to make sure that he's here. So this is just a double way to make sure we actually have contact with this person, and it will follow us.
It's summoning him, right?
Summoning him into our space.
But we have a plan, don't worry.
Yeah, if I was Chris, I'd be the most bothered about summoning Elias, bro. Especially into that cabin. Fuck me.
We'll summon him, and then
Actually, I wouldn't be saying words like that either. Jesus Christ, it's just encouragement at that point.
After this plan on how to get rid of him. Only rule for you guys is there's only one principal speaker, me. I'm going to be telling you guys the rules, but if we don't take this seriously and if you guys start talking or anything like that, then it's probably just not going to work. Okay. So let's do this. We're going to each enter the room in a specific order. So remember the order. As you enter the room, speak your name 3 times. After that, I'm the only person that can talk.
I don't know why. If I was Colby, I'd really struggle to be like, Colby, Colby, Colby. Jack, Jack, Jack. I don't know why. I feel like if I was called Colby specifically, I'd find it funny though, and I don't know why. Jack, Jack, Jack is somewhat funny, but I feel like Colby, Colby, Colby. Something about that is funny.
Then we're going to each find a corner.
But before that starts... Nope. There it is. Guys! Don't worry, this is probably the last one, but it is the top of the hour. You know what it means. You know exactly what it means. It's unavoidable. You guys have to watch a minute-long ad. I know it's not 3 hours yet, but by the time I've given this talk, it will be, and this was a good point to pause. Look. Give it just like 10 seconds, and it'll be there. Either way, the point is, guys... You know how it works. I ask every viewer supports the stream in some way, shape, or form, but ultimately not every viewer can afford to do so. So I ask not for their money, but a minute of their time. Simply watch a minute-long ad for me. That's all I ask, and you'll be supporting the stream enough. However, if you would like to support it more and avoid the inconvenience of watching ads, you can sub for the low price of $4.99 USD. You will get 30 days ad-free on this stream, custom emotes for a month, and a customer on the Discord server, as well as my undying respect. And you can also get that for free by clicking subscribe right now and seeing if you have the Prime option. Every month, people forget they have it. I forget I have mine all the time and forget to use it. It's a waste of money, and it's evil if you see that you have it and you don't use it, because at the end of the day, it's free money. It's money you could have given me at no cost to yourself, and you can't spend it on, items. Why not spend it on me? Exactly. There's no reason. So, if you've got any subs to spare, please throw them my way. But if not, don't worry. You can always link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch during the ad break and do it next time. Covers you for 30 days, so plenty of streams to watch. Anyway, see you all in a minute's time. I'm running the ad now. Crank the music down a little bit. I'm actually going to go get more water this time, so you guys are very lucky because you're going to be able to watch something you really want to all the time. So, it needs no introduction. We've not had any today. We had dog sensory videos instead, so. There you are. I'm going to go get some water and then I'll be back. Oh, perfect timing. I hope you enjoyed your fruits, because guess what? The ad ended the second I walked back in the room. If you were a fucking ad viewer just then, you don't realize how perfectly timed that was. Either way, welcome back from the ads. Let's get this video finished, shall we? The corner ritual. Let's see what the fuck this is. That way. No, I was here. Let's see what the fuck this is. That was smooth. I'm a smooth operator. I'm like that one guy from the F1 who I can't think of the name of right now, who likes singing Smooth Operator while he drives. I think that's really cool. Because like F1 driving puts you under a lot of G's. To be able to have the calmness to sing Smooth Operator while you do it it's impressive. Anyway. The corner ritual, he put his face cam in the corner. I know what I'm doing. I know how to get involved. Carlos Sainz, there it is. I always forget the name. Carlos, it is Carlos.
Sam.
You see what I mean? Like, there is something intrinsically kind of funny about entering a room and having to say your name 3 times and then nothing more. Like, imagine you're just like a fly on the wall in that room. Like, what the fuck are these people doing? What the fuck are these weirdos doing? You can introduce yourself once, mate. Come on now. Like, if you didn't know what was going on and you're just witnessing this, you'd be like... I think the absurdity of the situation would make me laugh.
Selina. Chris.
Colby.
That's a pure freaky shot. Just him looking off into the distance, like 2,000 yard stare, fucking in the corner of some room.
Colby.
I'm now the principal speaker, the only one that can talk. Everyone needs to face the wall. I'm gonna count to 3. When I get to 3, everyone rotate clockwise to the next corner. Do not turn around. Do not look towards the center. Do not make eye contact with anybody. 1, 2.
It's quite difficult. My eyes dart around really bad, like slightly like outside of my control. Like, it's like my eyes will look at something before my brain consciously realizes I'm looking at things. So I'll go and then look away a lot. And I feel like I would struggle not to do that.
3.
I know, I feel maybe under strict instruction I could.
1, 2, 3.
Why does he seem so scared? I'm like, I've never... apart from when he was in the basement of the Conjuring house, reasonably by himself, like, in the dark, he would be. But, like, here he seems more... He seems fucking scared.
One, 2, 3.
His voice is so shaky. Just close your eyes. I mean, maybe.
One.
This is a very intense shot.
2, 3. We should be at our original corner. Remember the order that you came in? Knock that number. After each person is done, we will go back the same way we came in, saying your name 3 times. It's the only time you talk, and then we'll exit the building. I'm 1. I'll go first. Meet at the door. Say your name 3 times. Sam, Sam, Sam.
What a strange ritual. Like, the bit where you leave at the end confuses me. Surely, the way these things generally work in my experience with them is like, you kind of, you know, your energy summons whatever you're looking to summon, and then you have to sort of hold that and stay in that position, or stay in whatever state you're in, and then by leaving, you break it. I don't feel like I'd feel particularly comfortable about something that you like, is maintained by itself upon your exit. That seems like that then feels out of my control. Like, the idea that me leaving would end it at any point. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about rituals, because I've never really seen any of them work in a way that's convincing. Like the one they did at the Conjuring house with the Polaroids. Like, the one Polaroid that they thought was haunted was definitely caused by a finger hovered over the flash. I watched a video about it, and you know how Nikki was like, "Oh, I was looking for the viewfinder and it was clear." It's like, yeah, but the viewfinder isn't actually linked up to the camera's lens at all, so there's no way of guaranteeing that you weren't accidentally covering the lens. And if you look at the shot, it even looks like she is. Like, I've not seen a ritual that I'm like, wow. So I never know. You know, honestly, rituals, in my opinion, personally, based on what you manifest. If you do a ritual and set an intention and it happens because you believed it, the law of assumption, I read that horribly because I'm getting quite tired, but I get the point you're trying to say. I don't think the ritual itself really matters so much as it's an action that forces you into believing something with enough intent to make something happen, right? Because I personally also, I think, I don't know quite what I feel about manifestation, but I do believe in it in a capacity where, like, I think the human mind's very powerful, and I think in truly, truly, truly believing something, that thing is more inclined to happen. And I've experienced that. And I feel like rituals are just... I don't think it really matters what you're doing at all. I think it's just It's like hypnosis, right? Like hypnosis isn't really anything but someone just telling you words of affirmation that make you feel inclined to do the thing that they're asking you to do. This is the same thing. It's just like a placebo action to make you feel like you're creating something happening. And all you're really doing is creating belief within yourself, which is the real... I think that's what it is, you know? I don't really know. I don't know how much I believe in all this stuff, but I feel like if it is real, I think that's the way it works. That's kind of where I'm sat.
Selina. Chris.
Colby.
Okay, can I speak now? It's time to figure out if this truly worked and contact Elias.
Elias, can you give us a sign that you're here?
Here. That was here.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That was it.
So that means it worked. That means we have one thing to do.
Get this motherfucker gone.
Yeah.
Get this motherfucker gone. It's a really sick way of delivering that. Banishing ritual. Oh, I've never seen any of these before. These are useful to know because my house is a little bit weird at times, and it's good to know if I ever want it to stop, I can.
And Selina took the salt and is just going around her house with it just to be safe. It's pretty messed up. That is like at one of our...
What?
We're here trying to set up this last ritual, and Selina took the salt and is just going around her house with it just to be safe. It's pretty messed up. That is like at one of our best friend's house.
But hopefully we actually do deal with it, you know? And it's dealt with and it's gone.
I mean, it's a whole different story when it deals like so personally to somebody that we really care about, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
It makes it...
I said that as if I was there with them. I said that as if they were listening. Like, yeah, Colby, I get that.
deeper than just paranormal investigation.
I know, they might watch these streams. Colby liked my fucking Instagram reel, which means you might have seen my story, meaning you might be here. So in which case, I agree with you, Colby.
We're making a friend feel safe. Like, this is her home. She wants to live here as long as possible. Hopefully this thing leaves.
We'll set her up.
Okay.
Oh shit, this is completely dead.
It's dead. We're starting this last ritual. It's called the fire ritual to banish whatever evil entity Elias is.
So why, this seems interesting. They've summoned Elias to the cabin, checked if he's there by asking on the spirit box, and then went to banish him elsewhere? Like where he was originally? Surely then you shouldn't have summoned him into a different room. Surely if you knew where he was beforehand, if you were going to banish him from there, you might as well have just done it anyway, right? Does that not seem he followed? Oh, did they say followers? Is that a thing? Did they do that?
Get this motherfucker gone.
Yeah.
And they never said told him to follow.
Elias, can you give us a sign that you're here?
Hold on. I don't remember them asking him to follow.
Here. That was here.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Perfect.
That was it.
So that means it worked. That means we have one thing to do.
Get this motherfucker gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they...
We're here trying to set up this last ritual, and Selina leaves.
Odd.
But Selena's walking around with salt. That's the first step to protect us. Let there be fire.
Let there be fire. It's gonna kill all the mosquitoes. We'll be fine.
That's good.
It's good for them.
Whoa!
Oh! We are going to each offer
What was that? What was that noise? Why did they not acknowledge what that was? They're just putting a shot of them all getting scared.
up our greatest fear to the fire. Then we're gonna write down the name of the person we're trying to banish, Elias. Toss all of those into the fire at once, and then we're gonna have our prayer. We all have our fears.
The biggest one.
I suppose maybe they're just summoning Elias to make him present in the space, but it's weird that they didn't do it here. I don't know. It seems weird to me to summon him to that house, only then to do this here. I guess you can't light a fire inside, but then why summon him to the house? I just don't really get the logic of that. This is what I mean. Rituals always throw me off. They just, I'm a person of logic, and I think and I've started like, I think for the longest time I didn't believe because ghosts are illogical, but then it's like, you know what? We don't get everything, and there's definitely some causation to these things that I can't explain. And then when I started accepting ghosts do exist, I've started to find some logic and like pattern in their behavior. But then rituals always seem a bit arbitrary and like kind of like, oh, do this 3 times. And it all seems a bit arbitrary. All right.
And I'll toss it into the fire.
I think the campfire is right next to the cabin where they summoned him. Maybe, yeah. Like if I don't actually know the positioning of the well to the cabin. If it's nearby, then I guess this isn't too bad.
On the count of 3, just say it under your breath if you don't want to actually say it out loud. 1, 2, 3.
Growing old. guess I'm the only one saying.
And since this is your house, would you like to do the honors of writing Elias?
Elias, you have had your time, but it's time for you to be banished from this property and move on to what's next for you.
Damn, she put that in the fire confidently, bro. I'm scared of fire. I burnt myself on a fire when I was a kid. She put her hand in there. I don't know if you saw that, but like that was like fingers in the flames, like level of like. Look at this. That hand is so. That jacket could have caught fire, bro. That is solidly in there. I hate that. I do not like. I would have fucking put it in and done. I would have like held it there and then went like thrown it, you know, like that. Fucking hell. I know. I realize like fire isn't that hot. Like heat transfer is not instantaneous, and therefore you will be fine with it being that quick. But I'm just scared, bro.
Flame to carry our words and lend them power. Together we cast you out. Spirit, you are banished. We ask this land for protection and promise to illuminate the dark. Our strength within is a new flame burning for all time. There is no fear in this house. There is no fear in this house. There is no fear in this house. Goodbye.
Sweet. He should be gone. Are they gonna go check? Are they gonna go back in that room and ask for him?
I feel like
Bree is quit. Thank you for the prime.
When you say it's not gonna happen, it won't. I want my home to be this safe, beautiful place. Intention. When you say it's not.
Yeah, well, that's true. I do believe everything is about intention, and perhaps with this fire thing and with the thing beforehand, it's again just placebo to set a strong intention, so that when they do this, they just banish him through the sheer intention of doing so, and none of the other shit really matters. It's just again that sort of placebo that causes that belief. So maybe me going like, oh, this doesn't really make sense. I don't really get rituals because they're illogical. I was literally saying earlier, I think they're just for intention setting. And I think Celina's got it. I think as long as they are really true in their intention to get rid of it, then I think it probably would work, right?
It's not going to happen.
And I did get a haircut. Yes, thank you for noticing. I think it looks very nice.
I want my home.
My barber was full. I went to book a barber's appointment. But then I got there and they're like, you don't have an appointment. I'm like, what? And I was like, I definitely booked it. And they're like, no, it didn't go through. And I'm like, oh yeah, I never got a text. And it's like, shit, I must have like not clicked a button at the last hurdle. So I was like, oh no, what do I do? And then, so I went to the Turkish barbers down the road, and it was like the most uncomfortable, and I hope he's not watching this. It was the most uncomfortable barber's thing ever, because I sat down in the chair, and he's like, do you do social media, bro? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, YouTube? I went, yeah. And then for the next, like, the whole haircut, which doesn't take long, thank God, because, you know, he was just asking me like, oh, is it good money? You do YouTube or like TikTok? TikTok good money? How many subs do you have? He's like, I have a TikTok with like a few thousand. You probably have millions, right? And it was just this really, I was like, oh, stop asking questions. But I kept answering them because like, I don't want to be rude. But I was like, stop it. I don't want to tell you how much money I make and how many, imagine I sit there in the barbershop and every time I get my haircut, I'm like, I have 1.8 mil on YouTube and like 2 mil on TikTok. I start like bragging. I'm like, I got like a total following, like 10 mil across platform. I start like throwing statistics at them like some dickhead. But he was asking me these questions, but the problem is I usually lie when people ask me what I do. I say I work in social media, but I make it sound boring. I say I manage corporate social media accounts, so people don't then ask questions because that's boring. Like that just sounds fucking boring. Like I run like IBM's Twitter. Like, you know, I just fucking like just make up some bullshit. But this guy went, do you, like, as I sat down, he went, do you do social media?
Spirituality, your knowledge and thought process is actually very impressive. We love to see it.
So someone who's extremely involved in spirituality and your knowledge and thought process is very... Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 100 bits. I'm not very... What it is, I'm not a massively spiritual person because I think a lot of spirituality and by extent religion, I think a lot of it isn't as... I'm a very literal person. And I think I was so closed off to it for a long time because I've kind of realized as I've grown older that a lot of this stuff isn't literal. Like if you speak to, I've watched a lot of videos of like sort of priests and shit talking about the Bible, and they kind of realize that they start going like, this isn't meant to be taken 100% literally. Like these are stories meant to personify and explain teachings and ideas, but they're not necessarily literal, right? And it's like, and I think I learned that with spirituality too. When people say certain things, I was like, well, that just doesn't happen. Like when people say they've seen things or they felt things, and I'm like, no, I get it. Like the more I think about it, I'm like, it's the best way you can describe some sort of things. I think it's very I realized, like, obviously, don't get me wrong, this is what I believe. If you believe everything in religion is completely fucking objective, then like that's your thing. I'm not telling you what to believe. It's just from what I understand. I think it's really I think as I've accepted that these things, there is a literal, I think there is a sort of, there's a science to it, and like there is everything. And I think there is a sort of like objective viewpoint, but I think like a lot of these rituals and stuff like that are just for the purpose of sort of interacting with our sort of emotional and personified brains. Like that's,
honestly, nothing is written in stone at all. But after all, it's pretty impossible to not believe in anything past the 3D world existing when the universe is so huge.
Well, I did believe in things past the 3D world. That's a very interesting thing, actually. I've never once thought about the fact that I do. I think that physics seems to think, and I seem to think as well, that there are higher dimensions. And yeah, why? I suppose I've never thought about the idea that ghosts could be. Whoa! What if? Game theory here. Put on my MatPat hat. What if the soul of a person is the part of themselves that exists in a higher dimension, and our brains can only, as a three-dimensional being, right? We can only exist and experience things, for the most part, with our sort of 5 senses, you know, in 3D space. But then there's a part of us, the sort of soul people discuss, that is, like, it exists on a higher dimension. And sometimes when we get feelings and we experience things, because it's believed, right, that Jackie, are you just trying to state dualism? I have no fucking idea. I don't know what dualism is. This is off the dome. Whether this is a theory that already exists is, you know. But like the idea that like there's a part of us, because it said that the 4th dimension is time, right? So you know when you get like a gut 6th sense feeling or like deja vu, and you get these feelings. What if that is like just the part of us that can experience different moments of the 4th dimension? You know, the idea that the 4th dimension is time and we move linearly through it, but all of time already exists and has, like, everything that has happened and will happen already is mapped out in the 4th dimension, and we move through that linearly. But what if the parts of us that exist,
every time you die, you get reborn with an extra dimension added. Y'all aren't ready for me in 5 years.
But no, but like genuinely, like what if, you know, like the part of you that like feels deja vu and stuff is like destiny. I mean, I believe in destiny to a degree. I suppose I do believe in destiny. That's a really weird thing. I suppose I do really believe everything's pre-written. Yeah, that is weird. Wow. I do believe that. I never acknowledged until now that I do believe everything's pre-written. I believe that time exists.
I put your thinking cap on through my Dono's LMA.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a very interesting thought train. But I do believe in should we finish out this video and then I can discuss this? Hold on.
To be this safe, beautiful place. So I've decided, and you guys have come here and you've helped me make it into a safe place, and I'm forever grateful for that. But just the fact that your intention behind it too was like, we're gonna fix this, and there's no better thing than that.
We always want to be there for you guys, with or without the ghost hunting stuff. Seriously.
Same here.
You guys are some of our best friends.
Here's to like a really good year, you know. No.
Yeah. Good rest of the year, please.
2020. Yeah.
2024 will be better, I hope.
God, she has to think about that. Damn, yeah, it's getting bad when you're having to think what year it is.
Yeah. The rest of 2023. It'll be great.
Sorry, but yeah, very good video, by the way. I just want you to, you know, 0 ghost things have happened here since you left, so whatever you did, it worked. Oh, great. That's really good. That is... That is... cool. That was a cool video. Her house was definitely fucking haunted, man. That was weird as shit. But yeah, with what I was saying about like rituals and intention setting and stuff, or like your spirituality, like I do genuinely believe that like this is not the right song. I do genuinely believe that like this isn't the right song either. I don't know what song I need for this. I do. Cool. But no, I do genuinely believe, and I'm going to get talky here for a second, so I hope you stick around, because I think this is my thoughts. You're sad, Jack, you haven't got a single sub yet, lol. Yeah, the sub count is just fucked. Just completely fucked. Thank you to everyone who has subbed so far. There's been so many of you. I'm so sorry it isn't counting. I'm going to try and get that fixed. I'm going to put a ticket with support because usually it just fixes itself when it's broken, but it's been days now. But the point I was trying to make is that like ultimately like yeah, I suppose I do believe things are pre-written, but I've never acknowledged that because it seems pretty like sensible to me to see that there's 3 dimensions of space and then the 4th dimension is time, right? You know, and whether there's dimensions higher than that, string theory seems to think there can be up to 15. But you know, that's all fucking quantum physics that I don't even fucking understand. But what I'm trying to say is like, you know, what if when people feel like feelings like deja vu and they like intuition, like when people know things are going to happen before they happen, right? I'm trying to explain this. This is me like stringing together parts of physics that might not go together, but like, you know, there's the idea of quantum entanglement, right? Like a particle spin. It's very hard to explain. Like, you can transfer data between 2 quantum entangled particles because the spin of one will affect the spin of the other. Therefore, meaning that
in
like
my own belief, everyone comes here with a purpose and a mission. Some things in life can 100% be changed and altered, but at the same time, there are going to be inevitable things happening, you know.
I think everything that is going to happen has happened in the way. I don't think that like what you do doesn't matter and your life is mapped out. Ultimately, like, not everything is predetermined, but it is in the sense of like, right, so it's so hard to explain. So the idea, so the 4th dimension is time and then there's higher dimensions, and this theory, there's sort of the assumption is that the next, assuming that like the sort of multiple timeline, multiple universe theory, right? 4th dimension would be time and then the 5th dimension would be alternate timelines, right? Essentially. Right? So like parallel timelines, essentially. That being the case, we are on a path through.
So are we talking about times now?
Yes, but it all links. As you're moving through a 4th dimensional time linearly, right? But potentially your actions affect which path you are moving through, if that makes sense, right? So if every possible outcome for you is already mapped out in the grand scheme of space and time, the one that you exist in. So this is what I mean, in the sense that like this is why I'm thinking about this spiritual idea that although our sort of corporal body, corporal, is that the word? Like the bit that's physical and real and made of matter, is 3-dimensional.
Shifting realities? I'm interested in your beliefs on it too.
I don't think that's particularly real. From everything I've read about it, I think it's just lucid dreaming. I think it's just really, it's people who have learned to lucid dream the lucidity in dreams can be very powerful, and I think it is just lucid dreaming from what I can understand. I've not heard of any sort of real evidence of reality shifting being anything more. I might be wrong. I don't mean to disrespect anyone who does believe in it, but from all I've read, you know. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is like, the reason I think people maybe exist on a higher dimensional plane than what we absolutely know is like, okay, like I find it hard to believe that everything is mapped out completely, but if the 4th dimension exists, then it, like, I don't think it's being created as we do things. I think it already exists and we're moving through it linearly, like the same way you'd move through 3-dimensional space. You know, you have free will to move through 3-dimensional space. I feel like we don't have the free will or control to move through 4th dimensional time. We move at that through a set rate. However, I think our choices and sort of what we do impact the version, the sort of okay, if the 5th dimension is just different sort of timelines, then potentially choices affect the 5th dimensional timeline we exist within. But then that is very that doesn't really work, actually, now I've thought about it, because that's very, like, one person centric. If there's more, if, like, everyone has their own unique choices, then surely people would be jumping in and out of different timelines all the time. But maybe you wouldn't realize that in the... This is where it gets confusing. See, this is what I mean. I don't really know. It's so hard to understand.
I have had an ex-friend freakishly predict stuff through shifting. And I have done it myself. Your belief is very valid, by the way. But my ex-friend predicting stuff was actually crazy. Could be explainable, but it also gets you thinking.
You see, but I'm still not... So I know people that have dreams that predict things. And I don't necessarily believe that they have reality shifted. I think there's something about shutting down the conscious mind to a level that allows you, if there is something higher, I think the conscious mind is very closed off to it, and I feel like it's the subconscious that isn't, and that is more in tune with those feelings and ideas. And I feel like that's why, like, for example, when I was... So there's two arguments here. When I said I saw that thing lunge at me, right, and I was like, that felt like a real presence. You could argue I was just about to fall asleep and I was just kind of having the beginnings of a dream. Or you could argue that my conscious was sort of slowing down because I was about to get ready to sleep, and that's why I was susceptible to seeing that. Because it's coincidental that it was on the day that all my lights were flickering. And then after that day, it never happened again. That's the part I forgot to say. My lights never flickered again like that. You know what I mean? I know. I know, it's weird. Have you seen the videos where they explain 3D objects through 2D space as a way of explaining 4D through 3D space? Yes, and I think that's why the idea that maybe ghosts are fourth dimensional is interesting. But then it's like, but then it has to be a fourth dimension of space and not a fourth dimension of time. And I do believe the fourth dimension is time, so it's very difficult. I don't claim to know everything, but let's say there's a fourth dimension of space, right? Then say spirits exist on a fourth dimensional plane, right? You know, but that's also why I maybe think there is some link to time, because I think that's why the soul is eternal in a way the body isn't. The 3D body we have moves through time at a set rate, where, you know, people that had died in the past, why are they persistent through the whole of time? And it's like, okay, then if the fourth dimension is sort of a space in which all moments in time within that space exist, which I kind of...
Whenever people in my life pass away, I always have a dream a couple days to a day before it happens where someone dies, but I can never place who when I wake up. Anyone else have this?
I know of stories like that. I don't know of any person. I mean, me personally, no. But what I'm trying to say is, sorry, I realize I'm going on insane ramblings, but sometimes I have ideas that I don't really know how to articulate, but in my head they make sense. It's like, okay, bear with me a second. Let's say the spirit, the ghost, whatever, is fourth dimensional, right? And it's trapped within this three-dimensional being in whatever capacity. And let's say the fourth dimension is time, but it's kind of like, if you're a fourth dimensional being, it kind of works like a fourth dimension of space. I don't know how, obviously we can't conceptualize that with 3D, but like, entertain me for a second. But because it is the way in which time manifests, what if, like, to move through the fourth dimensional plane is to move through every single moment in time in that moment of space. So you're at a point in space. If you stay still within 3D space, you're at that point. And if you move within that 3D point through the fourth dimension, you move through every single possible moment in time through that space. It's essentially time travel, right? And okay, now all of a sudden, you're a fourth dimensional being. And you exist in 3D space, but also you're completely aware of this fourth dimension, and you simultaneously in every given moment you are aware of every single moment in time that is happening, and you've now got to try and interact with a set moment. And that, to me, explains why ghosts aren't constantly interacting with us all the time, right? Like, that's why they only can sometimes interact, and it takes a lot of energy. Because imagine if you are in such a fucking array of information all around you, and you are trying to focus on a specific bracket of time, and trying to interact at the right moment in time with things. right? You know? I don't know. This is kind of like, but that, you know, and then I don't 100%. What I'm talking about is probably waffle, but I just think it's an interesting little brain thought. There's not enough behind it yet to say, oh, that's a really solid theory and that's definitely how it works. But like, it's like a hypothesis, right? There's something there. I don't know, man. I don't know. It might be good to consider things in terms of energy. Both space and time could be forms of energy, and therefore a higher dimension could be a different frequency, such a level of energy, which is why we can't necessarily interact with it because we're not on the same wavelength. I mean, so I find it very interesting when people talk about energy, right? Because energy as a concept is kind of so the one thing, matter and energy are completely interchangeable. Right? So people say matter can't be created or destroyed. Same with energy. You can't create or destroy energy. It's simply transferred between things. What people don't always realize, obviously, this isn't crazy level physics, but it's not common knowledge, I don't think, is that matter can be turned into energy and energy can be turned into matter. There is a finite amount of stuff in the universe, right? Ever since the point of conception, there is so much stuff. There cannot be more than that stuff, and there will never be more than that stuff, and there will never be less, right? I mean, this is technically grey because so matter and antimatter cancel out and actually terminate and they cease to exist. But that technically means that there's a set amount of matter and antimatter or energy and sort of, I don't know if it's called anti-energy. I actually don't know what that's called. But the point being that, you know, mass isn't energy, but it's matter that has energy. Matter has energy, but matter can be converted to pure energy, right? And then there's antimatter, which is a real thing, by the way. It sounds like it's a sci-fi thing, but it's real. And they can cancel out. But there is a set amount of matter and antimatter in the universe that equalizes to a set number, right? So ultimately, if you were to do the maths at any given point throughout time and history and whatever, if you were to work out how much matter and antimatter there was and kind of add those numbers together, so all the matter minus all the antimatter, it's always going to be the same number. Maybe that number is 0, because maybe that explains the Big Bang sort of idea, right? That there was nothing
in tarot readings?
I don't know. I haven't thought about them enough to really know. But point is, energy is also interchangeable with that. So everything that is matter can be energy, right? You can turn any piece of matter into energy. It's not easy. Not suggesting that, but it can be done. And I forget where I was going with this. Oh, so was it what if space and time are like different energies? Think in terms of energies. I don't think dimensions. So here's the thing. I think there's 3 things in this universe. Just 3 when it comes down to it. There's pure energy, matter, which usually contains energy within it, but it has a physical, 3D, within 3D space, it exists, like as a physical thing. There's energy that has no physical form, and then there's the space in which that exists, right? Dimensions are just space, right? Does that make sense? Like, I think dimensions are just the space in which, and that's why people talk about the fabric of space-time, right? Like, it is just the space in which this shit exists, right? I did take A-level physics. I feel like some of this is just from my own research and some of it is stuff I kind of learned and then looked into further. But like, I realize I don't know everything here, by the way. Don't take everything I'm saying as gospel. This is from what I understand, which might not be that much. But like, so I don't think that, we're not on the right energy level and that there's certain energy. I don't think it's quite like that. I do think that energy is an interesting one in the sense that because it doesn't have any physical form, who's to say that it doesn't have a physical form in a dimension that we don't have, access to? Who's to say, right? I mean, I don't know. There's probably someone could tell me that a yes or no answer to that, but I don't know of anything. So, you know, who's to say here? that's what I mean.
I have created a mass hysteria of overthinking and headaches over here. My bad.
No, it's fine. I really like thought exercises like this. I used to have them. So in my physics class, 2 of the people I did physics with ended up going to Oxford, one of which studied physics and the other one did engineering. They're both mega intelligent, and we'd have conversations like this all the time where we just ask the big questions, right? Because that's the only way these answers are ever found, is if people sit there and really want to figure them out. And we didn't have the knowledge to do it, but having that drive led to us working more things out. And we never necessarily answer the question we were looking to answer, but we get to wrap our heads around something. I think physics is one of the most interesting things. I think physics is the foundation of everything, pretty much. Right? I think everything can be explained on a physics level. There was a quote I saw the other day. I was watching a video about quantum computers, because they reckon they're going to crack quantum computers by the end of the decade, which is fucking crazy, by the way. Because quantum computing, I don't fully claim to understand it, because I don't. I kind of get the fundamentals, but like I don't. It's very mad, because it's kind of like this is where possibility comes into it. And like sort of the Schrodinger's cat sort of thing of like, until it actualizes, every possibility sort of simultaneously exists until it actualizes into the one possibility. And this is what I mean about these things existing, in my opinion, on higher dimensions and stuff. I think it seems impossible to us because we don't have the capability of experiencing what's happening on a high dimensional level, potentially. That's my theory, but
thing I've thought
I've got no
about a lot
evidence to
lately
that.
that I thought would be fun to get your thought on is that if everything is backed by manifestation, does that mean all gods exist if manifested in any believer's reality?
I have a weird sort of idea. I've mentioned this before, but I think at least the Abrahamic religions, because they're the ones I know the best, their idea of God is just a personification of the universe itself. And I've said that a couple of times. And that's not to disrespect anyone that believes that I'm wrong and that God is like a separate entity to that. It's just what I believe. You're entitled to believe whatever you want. Here's my thing. I think I do believe in manifestation to a degree, but I don't know. What about space, forever expanding? I don't think space is expanding so much as the matter as far as we can. No, actually, I'm wrong. Ignore me. Yeah, they reckon space is expanding, but that does confuse me. I find that very difficult to kind of understand. Like the idea that there's only so much fabric for anything to exist. And it's like, what does that exist within, right? Because to our understanding, everything exists within something greater. And I think it's very weird to me, the idea that, what we exist within, like, what is it expanding into, right? It's just very, I always find that very difficult. Because for a while I was like, oh, it isn't that space is expanding, it's that the matter within space is expanding into further space. But that's actually not the case. It's like the very fabric of space is stretching out. Or it seems that way at least. Have you seen the comparison with the balloon for expansion? Yes, and I do think that's what's happening. I just, a balloon, the 3D object that is a balloon expands into space. What does space itself expand into? I find that hard. I find that really hard. Wouldn't it be making more matter because sun explodes, makes more things and more suns and repeat? Yes, you're right. Suns exploding does create matter, but that's because all the energy that was contained... What's happening is the energy that's contained within the stuff... Well, suns are always expanding in mass, and when they explode is usually when they're at their most massive point. They usually collapse when they're at their most massive, and then they... And that's why all this matter... So they actually kind of make all the mass they're going to make before they die, I believe. But... that's because all the energy that's coming from within them, that's being shot out by, the sort of nuclear fusion that's happening. The energy that comes out of that, some of it's being... Wait, is some of it being converted to... How's matter created again? Hold on. Energy to matter. It's been a while since I remember. How do you do that again? Yeah, cool. That was it. No, I remember. It was it creates matter and antimatter. That was it. No, sorry. So stars don't technically. It's very confusing. Matter's created by. This is really hard. I actually don't remember exactly how this works. This is one of the things. Collisions of light produce matter and antimatter from pure energy. So essentially, what's happening is like.
You're one of the only streamers to actually discuss beliefs like this. I understand why some wouldn't, and it's so fun. Thank you for this.
That's all right.
Entertaining.
I don't know why. I mean, I don't claim to know anything more than anyone else or have the answers. I really like discussing what I think. I think if everyone I don't know. I do think the most interesting thing about life is or the world or everything is just trying to understand it more and more. And I feel like a lot of people find it overwhelming and choose just to kind of be ignorant, which is not, and I don't mean ignorant in a bad way. I just mean like they just choose like not to care. But I do, man. But yeah, sorry, the collisions of light to cause matter and antimatter to be created. But matter can't be created without creating antimatter, if that makes sense. You know? Because, you know, the overall amount of matter in a photon is 0, so then when it turns into something else, that number still has to equal 0 because of conservation of mass. Because, you know, there's a lot of rules. There's rules in physics. It's been a while. What's your sign? I'm a Leo. So you can create matter, but only and antimatter, and then they're usually
knowledge hiding inside that bald, shiny head.
Yeah, I mean, I'm forgetting a lot of it now. I used to know a lot of it a lot better because I was actively studying it, which I'm not anymore. Nowadays, all I'm studying is the YouTube algorithm, which is, trust me, significantly less fulfilling to look into and, you know, learn about. But whatever. Anyway, I've talked for almost an extra hour about this, and I realized that I'm kind of now just going in circles and struggling to explain concepts that I want to. Maybe one day I'll do a dedicated stream or video about all this. I've got a second channel that I've not posted on yet, just called Jack, that I might eventually throw this on. If you go on my main channel, it's there. It's got like 6k subs, which is cool because I've never once spoken about it or pushed subs to it. So the fact that it has like a few thousand subscribers is really cool. Few thousand people cared enough to like seek it out. It's very sick. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's time for me to go. It's been a lovely stream. I like you guys that stick around and listen to me talk about this stuff. I feel like all my main streams have been ending with like almost like, you know, Tubbo ends then goes in his ult. I just kind of stay live and just change what I'm doing. But yeah, thank you for being here. If you are new, feel free to follow. I usually don't go on existential rants at the end of streams, but you never know if you did enjoy it. If you did enjoy the ghost hunting, though, I do that a lot, so please do follow for that.
Shadow Figure Money Gang. We love casting shadows.
Shadow Figure Money Gang. We love casting shadows. I almost said arrows, which is archers. Shadow Figured Archer Gang. We love shooting arrows.
Anyway. Guys, it's been real. Thank you ever so much for being here. Thank you for... Has the music stopped? Oh, it has. Thank you ever so much for being here. Goodbye. Thanks, Harry. Sorry. Zone out. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new, feel free to follow. Not only this channel, with notifications on, by the way. Make sure you've got those on, even if you are following. Check that the bell is on Twitch. Type exclamation point socials in the chat to follow all my other socials. They're all jackmanifoldTV. That's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and my Discord at discord.gg/jackmanifoldTV. The main thing from there to check out right now is the YouTube, because I've just posted a brand new video and my first ever YouTube short that I would love for you to check out. So please do go have a look at it on the main channel. The video is called Never Take Schlatt to a Lake, and it's a video of me and Jay Schlatt in Japan going fishing. So please go check it out if you haven't already, if you want to see some me and big guy content, as well as checking out the video before that as well if you haven't seen all of it, because there's about an hour and a half there worth of Jack and Schlatt content, which is very cool. The next video will be coming out probably like later next week, maybe next weekend. I think that's pretty realistic. Next weekend could be a good time for the next video to come out, I think. I'm going to shoot for doing it then. I'm going to film it on Friday. So, you guys will see me on YouTube again soon. So do sub and turn on notifications there as well. And of course, check out the VODs channel with !VODs in the chat if you want to check out any of my previous ghost sighting watching streams. Either way, I've been me, you've been you, you've been flipping awesome. You've been freaking sweet. Let's raid someone, shall we? Who's live? Who we fucking raiding? Hey. Oh, Shovel. Oh. We'll raid Shovel. We'll raid Shovel. Raid Shovel. Go say hi to Shovel. I know Rambo's live doing a subathon as well, which you should definitely go check out. But Rambo also has like 5k viewers, and I feel like I always like helping out someone who I know the raid will be more impactful for. So I'm going to send it over to Shelby. Go show some love. Go follow if you haven't already. And I will hopefully, all things going to plan, see you tomorrow for FNAF Help Wanted 2, which will be releasing if I can go get my VR headset. If not, I guess that will be Friday, but I'm going to make an effort to go grab it. So, yes. I shall see you all very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye!